And now we can check back in on the marbles race as well, because I'd assume that somebody has probably gotten pretty close to winning it at this point. Hello, Jellyfish underscore 11. If everybody would like to say hi to Jellyfish underscore 11, that would be, I'm going to go ahead and say that'd be a good thing. Hi, Jellyfish 11. You see, I'm copy pasting your name directly, and it's still not making your name colored. So maybe my stream is just broken. Maybe my Twitch dashboard is just struggling. Hi, Jellyfish. Wow, everybody's saying hello today. And I can't unmute Cardi Fan anymore because he could be listening to music. And we all know that 1 second of music on YouTube means 100 hours of demonetization. Hello, Kawi. Good to see that the improver is back. We feel very positively about the improver, of course. So welcome. Let's check out the Overwatch esports stream. And then I'll get the Unter Academy Star student. Exactly right. I'll check out the sheet that has all of the links to the clean feeds, because the clean feed would be up right now. Just need to find it. Cathedrals everywhere, folks. Korea address. Copy. Closey. Streets have been saying that Kawi is the improver. Many people have been saying this. Full screen that, go clean feed layer, go clean feed you this and that and this and that, and we're just on, right? And then there's marbles there too. Would you believe that as we pop into the clean feed layer, Mari has won the marbles race? Would you believe that? Do you have any advice for an Overwatch player who is also sexually active? Try to address one issue at a time. So try and cut down on the sexual activity, and then try and get better at the Overwatch. Yeah, one after the other. Which hood are you from, Unter? Privileged white boy hood. It's a pretty tough place to grow up. Congrats, Mari. Or Udon is your closest friends. I have to refer to you. Looks like Bunnykins did not finish this time around. There wasn't enough support in the audience, so it's tough. From rags to riches, I see. It ain't easy. First ever Ducks of the Unter Academy School of Advanced Overwatch. Oh, Bunnykins has gone again. What a rough day at the office for Bunnykins. Okay. Again, this is your daily reminder to check out Commander X's stream. Every time I tell you to check out Commander X's stream, I give you a few seconds to do it, and then I hit you with enough ads to put you into a coma. We will obviously be watching the Overwatch today, not just playing marbles, but I would love to !boost Xavier's view count a little bit. Because I've been the overwhelming beneficiary of this drops program all week long, so I feel like it's only fair to spread the love a little bit. Hey Jordan, I'm going to hit you with the ads too, if you even care. More marbles? I mean, the marbles don't stop. I'll watch Jordan's marble, even though he's probably going to be stomach by ads. Lay him on me. Laying him on thick and heavy, mate. I can show you the player cams if you want. Opener. Am I doing this right? I feel like I'm doing that wrong. There's something wrong with me. I can't figure this out. I give up. Hashtag roll up. Yeah, sure, why not? Was Kellen in the starting lineup then? He wasn't, was he? Oh, he was in the starting lineup. Yes! It's a Minjae moment!
네, 자 오늘의 첫 번째 게임 미르 게이밍과 온사이드 게이밍의 경기 시작 전 각 팀의 대표들과 함께
Finally, I get to watch Minjae play.
먼저 미르 게이밍 만나보시죠.
Does it come to the Gold Coast? No.
게이밍 코치 레오나입니다.
네, 레오나 코치님 반갑습니다. 그렇다면 온사이드 게이밍도 만나볼까요?
안녕하세요. 온사이드 게이밍 코치 부사제라고 합니다.
네, 푸사제 코치님도 반갑습니다. 양팀 모두 현재 0승, 아직까지 승리는 정립하지 못했습니다. 아무래도 개막 후 첫 상대가 T1과 팔콘이라는 좀 큰 강적을 만났기 때문이 아닐까 싶은데요. 하지만 이 패배 쓴 약으로 작용돼서 오늘 어떤 경기를 펼칠지 기대가 됩니다. 개막전 첫 경기에 대한 좀 소감 한 번씩 들어보고 싶어요.
일단 저희 팀이 여기 경기를 얼마 안 해본 사람들도 있고 그래서 뭔가
I think it's like pretty
한 세트 한
unfair to
세트
Korean
얘기를
people to
하기보다는
say that
하던
Chosen
하자
is the
그런 생각을
trendsetter
하는데
with that haircut.
오,
I'm gonna go ahead and
그렇다면
say that
온사이드 게이밍은
Chosen has the
조금
Korean
어땠나요?
haircut, you know?
팔콘이 생각보다 좀
Chosen
강해서
doesn't get to claim
조금
that.
놀랐고
There's no way the BBL Baptiste is
어제
original in this
부족했던 점
haircut.
토대로
Charles
준비 많이
cut?
했으니까 오늘 3대0 승리 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다.
부족했던 점 꽉꽉 채워서 오늘 3대0 승리까지 이뤄내겠다라고 말씀드려봤습니다. 양팀 모두 개막전부터 강팀들과의 대결로 극약 처방을 받은 만큼 오늘 좀 더 각성하지 않을까 싶은데요. 세트 득실까지 동일한 미르 게이밍과 온사이드 게이밍입니다. 오늘 우리가 상대팀보다 이런 점이 좀 더 낮기 때문에
Is there any news about the
승리할
protest in
수밖에
Melbourne
없다라는
today? I haven't
큰
seen
장점을
anything about it.
일단 저희 팀이 상대팀 선수보다 좀
Let's look
나이가
into this.
어린 선수들이 많아서 뭔가 피지컬적으로 좀 더 뛰어나지 않을까라고 생각하고 있고 그리고 저희 MC 선수가 좀 신캐릭터 우양을 잘하는 것 같아서
오.
우양 차이를 내면은 할만할 것 같습니다.
Have they found that
나이
sovereign
차이와
citizen yet?
우양 차이
Melbourne
오늘
sovereign
들어왔습니다.
citizen.
어떨까요?
He's still on the
저희가
loose.
이제 선수 경력만 다
I see.
합치면 거의 40년이 넘기 때문에 짬 차이로 이제 교육 한번 해드리겠습니다.
짬 차이로 벌려
Still on the run.
그리고 개막전의 아쉬움 오늘 다 훌훌 털어버릴
Come
수
on.
있는 기회지 않을까 싶은데요.
What are
오늘
Victoria
두
Police
선수에게
doing?
승리를 가져가게 됩니다. 그렇다면
The trail has gone cold.
각오 한마디 부탁해 볼게요.
Oh my god.
열심히 해보겠습니다. 그렇다면 온사이드 게이밍은요? 각오 한마디 부탁드려요.
저희가 이제 다들 신입분들이니까
Disastrous.
가르쳐드리겠습니다.
Absolutely
한수
disastrous.
단단히 가르쳐주겠다라고 말씀드려봤어요. 자 마지막으로 이번 스테이지 3의 첫 승을 기원하는 팬분들께도 한마디 부탁드립니다.
그래도 T1 경기에서 뭔가 너무 아무것도 못해보고 접은 것 같아서 그래도 이번에는 뭔가 볼만한 장면들 몇 개 최대한 만들어 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Unter coach is an
이제 시동
Overwatch player. I'll look
걸어가겠다라고
into this later,
말씀드려봤고요.
Ozzy.
그렇다면 온사이드 게이밍도 팬분들께 한마디 부탁드려요.
진짜 저희 미용실도 못 갈 정도로 저 열심히 많이 준비했으니까 좋은 모습 많이 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
네, 저 미용실도 못 갈 정도로 지금 앞에 안 보이시는 것 같아요.
See what Xavier's up to. Should I let Xavier start to do the talking? I wanna eat this kebab. This-
바쁜 하루를 보내고
the
있는
vestiges of this
양팀
kebab.
첫 번째 맵 세트도 확인해
Quite
보시죠.
cold at the moment, but that's probably a good thing. The sauce is probably all coagulated and it'll be edible. Wait, Kellen's in for Li Jiang? That feels like a bizarre shout. Maybe the roster photo was a lie. Maybe he's not actually in. Because I don't know why you would put Kellen in for Li Jiang, other than to give him his best possible chance of losing to that. I hope he doesn't lose. I'm gonna let Xavier do the talking, folks.
BB.
Hey,
Song. I don't think I have a copyright for this. Morning, Max.
good morning. You say you don't think you have the copyright for this?
It's for London Spitfire song.
Oh, I was gonna say
I
I, don't
feel
think
like-
I have the copyright anytime WGG plays a sound on the stream nowadays, but it's a different story.
Yeah, I got. Do you remember when I was watching the Yu-Gi-Oh yesterday when we had our intermission? The copyright strike for that because they played a Yu-Gi-Oh advert during the stream. YouTube actually has no chill at all.
Yeah. Del Sleep's acknowledgement. Pay to win marble here.
You're so addicted to marbles, mate. You've gone a full 180 on this.
I mean, I like watching slop on YouTube, but I'm streaming on YouTube, so I actually have nothing to do in queue other than play other games or watch marbles. And this is like better than playing another game, right?
It's like if slop was a game.
Exactly. It is the sloppiest game imaginable, in all honesty. There's nothing to it. Hello, I love Macedonia 2004. It's almost that time of month for a Rory trim, but best you can do right now is a golden pants high or something.
Morning, Sam. Yeah, people liked the We Spitfire song.
A jelly
There was nearly. Do you remember this? I think I told you about it. There was nearly a space station song at one point, but it never happened.
the Sparker's mum song.
Yeah, there was like
Yeah.
there was a plan to have like a song made. Sparker's mum knew like fuck, I forgot the name of the band now, but knew a band in Sweden that she had like done some work with and I think some production for and stuff or some songwriting, something like that. And then they were looking for like something like they wanted to make a song that was I guess like an anthem for a team.
Yeah.
So it nearly happened, but then it wasn't ready in time for like the end of the year event in 2024, I think it was. So it just didn't quite come together.
You're gonna die here, Jelly BC. Pride.
Ominous.
Yep. It happened. You see Minjay's in?
Yeah. Oh god, we're already into the game already. Jesus Christ.
Craig, absolute pedal to the metal performance from the big man. He realizes that an hour-long, well, 80-minute long pause, I think it was, yesterday, is a bit long. So today, this has to be world record pace, 12 minutes in, and we're
12?
rolling into the game.
I've never seen a 12 before.
And it's Onside Gaming playing Wrecking Ball on Lijiang Tower Control Center. So this is exactly how I wanted to witness Kellen's return to OWCS career, in all honesty. Going up in a puff of smoke. 24, 23, 22.
It just works.
It just works. Kellen comes rolling
Wait,
through. Did you what?
Did I link it to you today, or did you find it on your own?
I found it myself. I felt like it. Knife is already pre-fighted. You can take the man out of North America, but you cannot take the North America out of the man. Kellen has rolled through Mir Gaming 3 times in a row, but Onside Gaming versus perhaps the worst team in the entirety of OWCS Korea have lost first pick. Kellen keeps on rolling around the point, goes over to steal the Mega, but Open has probably already snatched that one up because he wanted 13 extra health. So it's not looking great for Onside in this first fight, but Knife is soon to return, Zav.
Knife back soon. Kellen keeping this point contested. He's getting plenty of boosts as well, so keep boosting Kellen. Opener maybe needs some of those boosts as well. He's going to get picked off. And right now, Mir Gaming, they're just basing themselves, surrounding Ruler, and just trying to force point yet. But they're still coming through. But Onside Gaming, their health pool is getting so low. They're having to back it up and finally concede the flip.
Flip has been conceded. Onside Gaming losing first fight. Who would have thought that playing Ball Genji Tracer on Control Center might not have been the best comp in the universe? Kellen rolling in on the point, but he's taken so much damage early on. Has to roll into the Mega Room now. Server side will be able to pick that one up. Is really close to a minefield now. He's actually doing quite a lot on the Wrecking Wheel. But Onside, they need someone to connect from the other side. All of these boops are getting nothing. Addo's very low. No deflect. He's going to have to dash out of the fight. And Mir Gaming, they look very healthy as Irony falls first.
Pretty good job here by Azent, just marking Knife, forcing him to fight himself instead of diving the backline. Now they come through. Tidal Wave is out onto Universe, just a defensive one. But Ruler needs all sorts of healing, but the pocket's there in time. And they manage to stabilize again. And you can kind of see it, right? Like, Kellen's rolling through. He's booping MCD, but MCD's kind of just sitting in a corner, safely tucked away. Where's the Genji? Where's the Tracer pressure with this?
Yeah, it feels like there has been no connect. The timing is completely off for Onside Gaming. Even if all of the ingredients are correct, the timing of the mixture completely wrong. Oh, big slam comes out from Kellen, though. He's going to ham up the support. Irony is going to take down Univer as well. 2, actually, as Irony finds a second kill onto MCD. Trades on both sides, though. It is a 3v3, but OP's alive. 1 player advantage now for Onside Gaming, and they got the flip.
Flip as well, they're focusing down the Reaper, should be able to keep Kane in check here, and Mir Gaming will have to play retake. Couldn't keep their backline alive during that. Looks like they want to retake, potentially through server. They're just waiting for their Zarya to go. They will have a grab for this, and the grab is going to be so powerful against this ball composition here. Any connect, even with the beat, should confirm a kill here. Onside Gaming lurking. Alman disengaged, but all eyes on Ruler and his grab.
Yeah, Kellen's gone for an early slam, rolls on through a second time, boops the Reaper off to the side, will snatch up that Mega Health back up on the high ground. Pulse comes out from Azent, catches nothing. Beat from Opener as he runs into the grab out of respect, will go down for that one as the Suzu's a bit late. Addo pulls the blade, slashes wildly, catches nothing, will go down as well. Irony trades Univer again, Kellen onto MCD, no supports remaining for Mir Gaming. Kellen and Irony really trying their best to will their team over the line here, but Onside Gaming, they're not out of the woods yet. The flip has gone back to Mir as they've got a Zarya on the point.
Eyes on the ball behind as they try and keep hold of that. They need to back Ruler up for a second. He's awfully low. They can't afford to lose him here, but they do. Addo gets for low HP players. No supports available. Azent is going to die on point or get the last few capture percentage here. Addo with all the cleanup. And Onside Gaming back in control. Nearly another minefield too.
That was really nice discipline from Onside to actually concede the cap when Mir had no supports. Just win the slow fight rather than rushing in and giving them an opportunity to win it. Spawn engagement here from the side of Onside. Very deep, aggressive engagement. The bubbles are great from Ruler to keep everybody healthy. That's Suzu and Bubbles burn. Kellen's about to have another minefield, and you can see 1 slam on the rotation is all it's going to take. He's already got the mines up, looking for an angle. Can't quite get it done, though, so he's going to disengage, and they're going to play for another turn where they can pop that minefield up.
We're looking to poke out Addo a little bit. Now the tidal wave comes through onto Azent, looking for that kill. Kane will confirm that one onto Irony. Now turning their attention onto the Tracer. Knife's in big trouble here, actually. Azent's going to take over this side. Knife's trying to give him the slip. He's wasting a lot of time, and Open's come to help him as well, actually. So Onside Gaming have kept a lot of their players alive, but they are going to have to concede another flip, potentially.
Yeah, flip more than likely to be conceded at this point. Kellen will not go down. Onside are actually staggering on right now, but they do concede it now. Still, that forward fight, 1-for-1 exchange and no kills, not great in all honesty. Kitsune rush now from Irony on the point, but he's already caught a headshot. He's very low. Knife's going to fall again. So will Irony. It's 85% Xavier. Onside at this point, they need to prioritize survival. They need one last touch with their beast. But you can see they're still a little bit caught inside. Addo on the run on the coast being pincered by the Reaper and the Tracer. Needs to be oh so careful, Zav.
Trying to survive here, pushing him now as MCD, but they can't find that kill, so their time's been wasted, and now Onside comms, they can stall this out, and Open nearly has beat. A Blossom on point doesn't do all that much. Univer dies in the back, a Blade, a beat over top. Addo looking to do it, gets 2 with that one. Kane just trade him, actually, in the end, but the death onto Ruler is going to be crucial here. And Onside Gaming, they might have just scrapped this one out.
Really close one there for Onside. Addo, out of respect, peaking on 40 HP with both cooldowns. Azent trades Irony, so Onside looked so good for them, but they're losing these random picks. This could slip out of their hands if they're not careful. Boost Bunnykins in the chat. Knife closing on a pulse bomb. Kellen closing on a minefield, but neither of these ultimates are available just yet. Knife's got no recall. He's lost the mini health back control. He needs to get out of dodge. He's going to be healed by Irony coming back from spawn, but Addo is dead again. Somebody stop Addo from killing himself. MCD with a massive Guardian wave. Now in a position to pop his ultimate onto Ruler. Ruler gets the tidal blast. He's on the point. Kane's caught Knife as well. The DPS have fallen over. Kellen goes down to nothing. And Mir Gaming, from the jaws of defeat, they clasp a victory. Outrageous.
Incredible result for Mir Gaming there. Didn't even need the grab in the end. Azent, all the difference maker as we get into that scrappy fight. Thank you, Prince, for the 4 months. But as Azent, we go into this long fight. Azent hits the pulse bomb kill, then all of a sudden everyone can trickle back in. MCD has the tidal blast just in time to save Ruler, and they just mow him down. But it's going to be tougher for Mir Gaming now because this is a point that's going to be a lot better for the ball for Kellen.
We're out of the worst of it when it comes to ball maps. But honestly, Kellen, he was doing a lot on the Wrecking Ball on Control Center. If he can keep that going on these more open maps where he can catch environmentals, where Mir Gaming's positioning is a little bit more awkward, good looks for Onside Gaming, but frankly, I'm very concerned about the performance from the Onside DPS. Addo going down egregiously twice in a row. Knife repeatedly pre-fight picked as well. It might not necessarily be Kellen's fault, but ultimately timing, it's not just about Kellen, it's not just about Knife, it's not just about Addo, it's about all of them coming together at once, and it's hard to point the finger at any one character in that regard. Mir Gaming with the hog pick, we saw this yesterday, and it was an insane pick on Lijiang Garden. Let's see if they can make it work again. It's a different team yesterday.
Yeah, when I think about the hog, it was Farmer tearing it up, filling those crops. But Azent's going to die early actually to Kellen here. I think the hog does match up kind of nicely. When it's like a Genji Tracer, the hog can just be uncontested, walk around, kill Irony like that. But Kellen is all over the back line, so the trades are no good. Ruder is alive in the house here, but he's about to get outnumbered massively.
Outnumbered already as Onside. They have got the flip. Ruler is going to go down. So really, Onside Gaming coming into their own a little bit more as they come to this more open map. You can see Kalani immediately found value in the first fight, picking Azent. Azent, you know, previously it was Knife going down early on in the piece. Now it is going to be the Tracer for Mir Gaming. Now they do have Ruler on Hog, a tank that cannot really support the side, really reliant on a hard carry on the Roadhog if you're going to make it work. Knife playing over on the side right now, forcing the DPS to chase him, but if they don't force him all the way out, he's just going to slither right back in and keep pressuring the backline for Mir.
Harassment here as Ruler tries to get a bit of presence on point, but hard to clear them off this one. Kellen's just going to play the opposite side of that wall. Ruler tries to anticipate with the hook there, doesn't find anything. Mir Gaming building up their ultimates. They nearly have a Kitsune rush, but they've lost Azent again. Pulse bomb in the back from Knife. Might be in trouble here, still has the recall. Blinks out of that one and takes care of Kane too. So they are just getting surrounded. Good little boot there to save Knife's life. And they will be able to get all the cleanup here. Good play from Onside Gaming, just continuously harassing them from every single side.
Onside, really, now that the map has been opened up, they can play all of these different angles. You can see Knife holding aside all by his lonesome. And the thing is, if they go to chase knife, Kellen will be ready with the pinch. Irony will be throwing nades across the map. Same goes for opener on the Wu Yang. No fall off on that character. Nice sleep on the rotation. Catches Ruler. Means that he has to hide inside a little bit. Now Kellen ready to pinch with that. Onside Gaming, every rotation that Mir choose to make. Onside are pressuring them. Nano Blade comes out actually. Wu Yang is going to self-cast the Tidal Blast, but Addo, despite the self-cast, despite the Suzy Q, Addo can still slice and dive through it. He finds a kill with the Nano Blade. He needs to be careful though. He's actually been traded out. Not necessarily a favorable trade for Onside. They're fighting inside now, and Mir Gaming with the whole hog, they are chopping through Onside.
Irony's going to get the Tidal Blast to try and live in this situation here. Mine's on point. Onside Gaming aren't giving it up. A hook comes through, but the wave helps keep him alive with a nade. Lots of healing options here. Pulse bomb in the back is good. Opener jumps in that one. Get down, Mr. President. But he's going to take the worst of it. Addo finds a trade on point. They still have control of point Onside, and Addo is still touching.
Hang about. Addo's not just touching, he's fragging. He and Kellen together take 2 kills. Blade pulled by Kane, but it might be too little too late. 3 kills have already gone the way of Onside Gaming. Their respawns are so fast. They're all playing fast characters. Knife takes down Kane. Ruler's on the objective. He misses his hog. Pulse bomb comes out. It will connect. Ruler, he gets a little bit of damage mitigation with that self-heal, but that's 100-0 for Onside Gaming. Even when they were down to the wire, even when Addo's Nanoblade doesn't deliver, when Mir Gaming have that one-player advantage, Onside Gaming did a fantastic job ping-ponging the point, throwing out the Tidal Blast, getting themselves right back into it.
It looks like they had an opening there when that Nano Blade just sort of gets traded 1 for 1. Really great swing in the economy, but just couldn't close it out in the end. I think really the onus is on the hog. Yesterday we saw Farmer, frequent picks all the time. And one thing that we also saw when they were playing the hog and the other team tried to play Ana when Vigi went over to that, is the Tracer Genji just ruined that Ana's life. There was no opportunity for the Ana to actually have impact with their cooldowns, forced to use a lot of them defensively. Whereas here, it didn't really feel like Irony was under all that much pressure during that garden.
Yeah, seems breezy for Irony in all honesty, but this time around Mir Gaming, this is the map that is more of an equalizer in all honesty, Xavier. This is where Roadhog can make these short flanks.
Okay.
OP asleep at the wheel, pick before the fight can even begin. But Ruler's really just going to be able to walk around and do whatever he wants on this map. Much safer for Mir Gaming's comp here on Night Market, and easier for the Roadhog to carry. So I really feel this is anybody's game here.
Big opening pick, and now they can make their way over to point as it unlocks. Have to clear everyone out here, but Kellen's going to get hooked in, going to take a chunk of damage for this as well, and this is not what the ball wants to be doing. Doesn't want to get caught up fighting this hog too much. They're trying to group up on point. They have to be careful not to give the flip. Ruler's going to heal himself onto it as Azen tries to mark some of these flankers. Lots of damage onto Addo. Recall has been forced, but when it's Ruler who dies on point first somehow, and Onside Gaming just burst through the hog.
Irony's actually managed to go down in all of this, but Kane will be traded, so a one-player advantage for Onside. Make that 2. Swap actually coming out from Ruler here. He's going to go back over to the Zarya. The Zarya looked rather convincing over on Control Center, but might be a bit more difficult here on a more open map in the form of Night Market. You can see pinch from the side. You've got Knife pressuring Ruler in the choke, but Ruler's just going to wait for his team a little bit. Kellen, no interest in waiting. No breaks on the Minjay train, as he's just going to go on rolling through Mir Gaming, trying to interrupt every rotation they can possibly make as Kane steps forward through main.
Bubble comes through, it takes that Genji engage, and Addo takes a lot of damage. It's pocketed out. Knife can't find the pulse bomb. Ruler's taking a lot of damage walking forward here. They're trying to pocket him through it, but you can see Onside Gaming, they know he's weak. They're pushing him for more. Kane has been forced back as well. They're trying to stabilize around this Mega, but more and more pressure comes out from Onside Gaming. They nearly have support ults, they nearly have mines.
Ultimately, Onside Gaming, they've got to be happy with this, because look at Mir Gaming's rotation. They're going the exact opposite direction of the objective. So no matter how safe they are indoors, who's to say whether it matters, because they can't pressure the cap. Kellen being run down by the Tidal Blasted Kane, but no kill converted. Now Opener throws out the Tidal Blast onto himself, goes and suicide bombs the backline. Actually not going to pop on anybody, as he just wants to play life. Onside Gaming, now there's a Kitsune Rush mirror on point. Zen gets one with his pulse bomb from the looks of things, but Opener is traded. Slam in the back from Kellen, completely blocked up by Ruler's mine, or rather his bubble, but now the kills start to come through for Onside, and it's not looking good at all for Mir Gaming.
It really is a Weather the Storm type comp for Mir Gaming, as they just have to try and accept and survive this onslaught coming through from the Genji harassment, the pulse bombs in the back, the slams coming through from the ball. And they did a reasonable job, but eventually they took such a long way around the map, they just ran out of resources by the time they actually got there. But now, the grab timing for Ruler, the blade time for Kane, these are great opportunities for Mir Gaming to get themselves back on the board.
Oh, wow. Kellen and Addo together. They take down Zeta. Zeta was the one that needed to touch the point. Now Mir Gaming are in a desperate attempt to get the tap. They have to pull the blade just to go for it. Ruler hits a massive grab, though. Takes down Addo while he was blading. Kane has fallen, though, so still a one-player advantage. Ruler, he jumps onto the point through the window. Nice little rocket jump, but he will fall. So two-player advantage for Onside Gaming. Trades again as OP and MCD take each other out, but it appears that Opener is a more spiritually Chinese man than MCD, as Onside Gaming are once again going to 100-0 here. Night Market as well, unless...
Wait, they're all kind of lower. Zed's even lower, though. They're going to reload. Any more touches? Kane coming over the top, but can't quite make it in time. Doomfist just afterwards there. And Onside Gaming do recover after a tough first round. Seal their the first map here.
It's a classic case of Kellen having a 100% win rate, you know? Kellen just, you sub him in and he fucking dominates. Get this man a real team. You thought Mag was potential, man. Just wait until you've heard about Kim Min Jae.
Just one more team for Kellen, please.
Please. You know what time it is. Wow, that was fast homosexual. You are quick to the punch when it comes to marbling.
Quick to enter. That's what he's known for. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink.
I might eat.
What are you eating?
Leftover kebab from last night. It's going to be absolutely disgusting.
I presume it's a homemade kebab, right? That you made yourself?
Of course, I always make my own food. I never order food. So, yes.
Oh, that's one of your trademark traits.
Trademark traits. Looks like a caveman, Unter. Thank you, Armedo_07. That's what happens when you don't shave for 2 weeks and you look old.
No, homosexual, you're playing in the wrong place. You need to play in Unter's chat.
He's already got
Same
his
for you, Hilaria.
He's already got his marble in my race, mate.
He's just looking for a multi-play situation.
Hey, Conk. Hey, Jazz. Oh, it's so cold, sloppy. It's not going to be good. We need to bring Kellen back to Nixel. We need to bring the New York Excelsior back just so that Kellen can have one last shot. Have to imagine that Onside Gaming pay ain't quite the same as the New York Excelsior. God. This is just no good. Who's Onside's gigantic coach? Is it FaZe? I think it might be FaZe. Hello, Herman. You're getting a custom marble right now? Okay, let's keep it going. Let's get another marbles race going. I'm using the back of my hand to press my mouse. You got 30 seconds to get into this race. This is speed round. Because I'm only going to get dirtier with the hands, so... Nice one, Mike. Well done. No! The camera's facing the wrong way. I can fix this. It's quite the challenge. Oh. It's trying to watch Conks Marble, but unfortunately he suffers from stage fright. This kebab is low-key a lot better today than it was yesterday. Kebabs are like wine. That's untrue, but this one was like sloppy. And it's gotten less sloppy. Coagulation of fat, so. We don't have kebabs in Arkansas. I'm jealous. Just get out of Arkansas.
I'm back.
Oh my!
Kebabin?
Oh, that kebab is so hot right now. It's so good. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I love Macedonia just came flying in like a bat out of hell. Still lost, but. Kilo's in for Addo. Did Kellen get subbed?
I didn't see. Yes.
Yeah, he did. Damn it!
Ah.
Hashtag bring back Minjay.
Boost him back into the lineup.
Can we get some boosts for Kellen? Please? Now you've got 21 seconds to get in this marbles race, guys. A 9 marble participant race would be genuinely disgraceful.
21 seconds to go.
No, I'm just doing chain rounds, you know, we're chain marbling.
You know, when I had my stag at Butlins,
Yep.
the So Solid crew actually played that weekend at Butlins as well.
The what?
The So Solid crew. The group that did the song 21 Seconds to Go.
He's making this up. He's just...
I'm not making none of this. All of this is true. Somebody please confirm that I'm not delusional and that this was a real band, a real song, and they really played Butlins that weekend. Also, I told Chesley Hawks played for the first night as well. I Am the One and Only. That one you must have heard of. Yeah, Sir Lemon says they were there, they can confirm. Thanks, Lemon.
Molotos says, looked on YouTube, nothing shows up. I trust my chat.
It's not true. I'm going to go on YouTube now and I'll find it immediately. I swear they were called So Solid Crew.
I love when Xavier just tries to convince us that...
So Solid Crew, 21 seconds to go. I can't play the song, obviously, because YouTube really won't like that. And So Solid Crew, So Solid Lawyers will be in my DMs in 21 seconds or less.
Just wait for Craig to personally queue up that Star Wars themed ad that copyright strikes our channel.
Oh, please, Craig. Don't piss off John Williams. How does Butlins get mentioned every time I watch your stream?
He's still riding off the high of his stag.
I couldn't have predicted that you were going to say 21 seconds. I am Chesney Hawks, I can confirm. Thanks, Red Eyes.
Final blitz round. Jelly Misu's second. Congratulations, II Ethical II. The prizes are numerous. Reach out to Jelly Misu on Twitch to receive your prize.
I'm not on the Butlins payroll. These are all organically coming up stories. Is it lamb doner?
It's chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, I like chicken kebabs.
More of a lamb guy myself.
I find that with the chicken, you get whole pieces of chicken. With the lamb, you get that reconstituted paper slop more often than not, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the reconstituted slop.
I like it.
Hard to believe, given
Blitz
like,
that meat up and put it back together for me.
yeah. Mixed is always best. I'm gonna stop you right there.
No, I could cop that. 2 is better than 1. You've seen a sign, water, oxygen, Kellen. For 3 crucial ingredients to life.
Like I'm watching the Powerpuff Girls or something. Like. Congratulations, Jezza. I'm like 3 bites out from finishing this. I can see the player comes. I know it's coming really soon. No! Can you just start
Time
it?
to get a bigger mouth.
My mouth
Want me to start?
Yeah, you just start. I'm like 2 bites out. 2.5.
All right, been a while since we've seen a Rialto. We're going to be Mir Gaming's choice. A Kiriko ban, followed up by a Hazard ban. Attack lining up on the Diva coming out of spawn. We're going to run Lucio Anna with this as well. No, Lucio Anna Brig, actually. So expect Irony Opener to start on some kind of back high ground. Just try and keep everything locked up at that first choke point. Mir Gaming seem pretty keen to run something fairly similar, though MCD lining up on the Wu Yang right now. Probably going to be playing a lot to help and empower Azent during this. I do feel, especially in these Tidal Blast turnings, as we get our, what is surely going to be an hour pause, is surely going to be really difficult for an Anna Brig to survive, I feel like. Can you shield the, I don't know what it's called, but like the Tidal Blast thing? Any knowers? Don't Tidal Blast Unter, he's eating. It can be blocked by shields? Okay, maybe there is some version of can do something about that then. This guy is agreeing with a mouthful of kebab.
Seconds away.
Aren't we all?
All right, we're back. 80 minutes. Surely 80 minutes.
Okay, so you can, but if even a little of a splash goes through, you still get stunned. So you can, but it's hard. Wait, is he gone to bed? Is this what we're pausing for?
No way. I'm hiding my webcam. Look at this. I'm rewinding. Our sync's fucked. Look at opener.
Wake up!
This guy, every time they run a pause, he taps out.
Immediately.
He's gone advanced with being dopey OP. Now he's got a fucking eye guard too, you know? Like he's got the eye eye mask that they give you on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and people say that opener hasn't improved. You know, that's somebody that is always adapting, always changing.
He's teching up.
Yeah. Can we get a dopier OP? Like, can we get a new emote? Dopier OP?
The dopiest.
Dopiest OP. Is there like no background noise? I feel like Craig is I feel like Craig is over adjusted to the feedback that he fucked our YouTube revenue, you know? Like now the clean feed's just me.
Not my birthday, but thank you. Nonetheless. Yeah, it's just Craig, sometimes this music actually copyright strikes us. Oh, okay. I'll make sure music never exists again. Craig, we can have a little bit of music still. It's just you don't need to get rid of it all.
This is a classic Craig moment.
Did you get that emote made?
I did. I'm
The
gonna,
line
I'm gonna
Craig.
rename it to be all caps. Actually, this is definitely something that needs to be all caps.
Do we have it as well, Panda? Can we get Craig's all round?
Do you think it's Craig with emphasis on the A or the I?
Craig.
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm trying to like picture the word.
Yeah.
Craig.
Craig.
Now I'm trying to picture an apple turning in my head.
Is it the A's? Or yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's. I think it's the A's.
Yeah, we'll do Craig with 3 A's, and then IG. Changing my name. There we go. Definitely the A. Nice. It says.
Is it possible Craig's
Right.
turned off the music so opener can get to sleep?
Yeah, actually, he's allowing opener to sit in dead. I think this would actually result in me complaining to his messages last night.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Fuck. Shit, man. Unter is it?
Craig. Thanks, Panda.
No comment. Ungreeable. Yeah. Oh, I added something last night that I saw on. I think I saw it on like Apply's stream or something before I went to bed. I saw there's a Flats King emote now.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like that whole TikTok just sped up in small form. If you swing
We
for
have
the
a
king.
Flats King going as well, Panda. Can we steal it from the Max chat?
Yeah. We just need a shared emote set, really. But not really, because otherwise you'd add.
I'd get a significant amount of AIDS.
Yeah.
The whole stream would me asking, what does this one mean?
What is that?
But what
is
about
that?
this one? What does this
What
one
is
mean? You know, I had a dream last night. We were at like some kind of party. It was Team UK, and then we bought XQC a drink. That sounds made up, but that was just what the dream was.
Oh, heavens, Xavier. Oh, heavens.
I don't know what the trigger event for it is either, you know? You know, sometimes you have a dream and you're like, oh yeah, I've been watching a lot on this show or something recently.
I think we're actually angling for an 80-minute pause, by the way. So I'm going to do another marbles race. Like, get in. Yeah. XQC pirate reference. Yeah, pay the stream.
Actually,
tax.
that's the only thing. Yeah, I was watching your stream when you were explaining Pirates of Spilo, and you were talking about maybe that was it. Maybe that was where the seed started.
Yeah. Tap in.
Opener's taken off the eye mask, but he is sound asleep.
Oh my days, OP. Such a sleepy boy. To think I rushed
Flats
through
King
my
emote was
kebab as
actually
well.
so good. You could have savored that.
Camp NZ first time play. All right, let's watch your marble. Oh god, how do I find it? They're moving so fast.
Go back on the YouTube. He had his head on the table. No way he had his head on the table at one point.
I will find you, Camp NZ. I will spectate you. There you are. You're too fast.
He did. He was just full.
is an
He's
absolute
actually
disaster.
he's
This is a
he's
dog's
just
breakfast.
sped run
bloody hell, they
through
stole the
all
bit.
the positions you would attempt to sleep in on a plane. You know when you go from just sort of trying to lie on the side and then you pull the little desk down, you put your hand.
Now his head is down.
Yeah, like he's just going through all the different positions to try and sleep on public transport.
The many stages of opener, really. Like he just goes from strength to strength. You are very elusive, Camp NZ, but you know what? Either you'll go off the map or we will find your fucking marble. Thank you very much, Shootax, for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Appreciate that. Avian
This
Poet.
guy's stupid. You see these 5 boys at the front, and they all hold up their signs, and there's fucking Drongo in the middle. Holds
can't
it
get
the
it
wrong
done.
way around.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I don't get to see much of the crowd work because I'm so dialed in on the marbles. Like, hello, Shootax. Thanks for the money. I love money in my pocket, so you're the viewer for me, really. You missed it. There's actually an opportunity for you to get into another race now because the break just keeps on going. Somebody had the wrong mouse sensitivity, and we all know that it takes 80 minutes for WDG to make competitive rulings. So
I know. I mean, I was hoping this pause would be resolved a little bit sooner since we were still in setup time, so it feels reasonable that we could get a restart going. But maybe there's some debate.
You would have thought that the precedent was set yesterday with regards to sensitivity-related debates, but unfortunately, we actually need to go through the same council, tribunal, jury process that they always go through to make competitive rulings.
There was a whole courtroom scene that we didn't see yesterday,
Yeah.
where both sides pitched their cases with their lawyers, and then a jury of 12 independent crowd members.
You seen 12 Angry Men? I'm told it was a lot like that, where initially nobody wanted the ruling except for one man who had the bravery to stand out, and then eventually they were able to overcome their bigotry together and all vote not guilty.
It's a shame they didn't show any of that part, really, and that we just looked at the players.
But it does make sense because if you remember that part of the stream yesterday where the player cams were randomly monochromatic, that was actually a reference to 12 Angry Men, which is shot in black and white. I Kill People 18, welcome. One of my favorite gimmick Twitter accounts. Hi, Unter. How was the match today? We're one map in. Kellen won his map. And I was happy with that. Kellen was low-key farming on ball, which is rare to say about Kellen on ball, but happy to see the boy succeed. Yo, Unter, it's been a short time no see. Ah, yes, Yubi, of course. Tell me, Yubi. Can we get some Ubis in the chat? What is that? Yubi Awesome, I think it is. Let's get some Yubi Awesomes, please. Out of respect. You playing Clash Royale right now? Let me know. God, I want Yubi to play marbles. Big time.
Big time.
Yubi dropping the Yubi Awesome. Thank you. Welcome, mate.
That's good.
I play Clash Royale. Oh, I know, Yubi. I know. All right, Grandma's Ashes has absolutely hooned towards the end of the race here.
All right, opener update. iGuard is back on, and we're now leaning back. He doesn't seem to have found the recline setting in his chair.
No. He's in economy. He's reclined, but it's only a little bit.
Ah, I see.
Make every pro go Clash Royale now. Yeah, but don't you have to pay like heaps of money to like get deep into Clash Royale? Don't you have to like pump heaps of money in? Like, I'm just a lowly Overwatch co-streamer. I don't think I can afford to get ultimate champ. We can't all win the World Cup. Yubi, let's roll up a marble, please. Let's roll up a marble. As soon as Yubi gets in the race, I'm starting it. Got my eyes glued to the chat right now. There he is. Start her up. A sea of Yubi Awesomes is all we need now. Full body chills thinking about rolling one up with Yubi right now.
I will fall asleep at some point. Will you, Gala?
Oh, Gala. It's crazy. Gala comes to my stream, demands that I removes the gifts from my stream, and then goes over to yours once I do as he asks. Like,
did you? That's class. Gala, did you go out last night?
We did that.
Yeah, he pissed me off. First time meeting Max, huh?
Oof. No Titan today. Have you noticed that?
The T1 aren't playing.
Yeah. I guess it does make sense that you should only have to dance once a week for your supper. Yubi says, no way, restart. Anything for you, Yubi. We're cancelling the race for Yubi. Confirm, nobody wins this round because Yubi died. We'll do another race as well. Something more fitting for Yubi. I think I know the course already. There we go. Let's get another marble in the race, please.
Were you there when I was speaking to Smash yesterday, and he got attacked by a praying mantis, and the players had to come save him?
Oh,
were you involved
come on, Craig. Sorry, but
5 minutes. Were you involved in the Save Smash mission, Gala, to save him from that deadly praying mantis?
oh, so close, Taco one. Craig. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. WDG are just eternally taking the piss.
You were changing your clothes in that moment? Yeah. Just talking to Smash, when all of a sudden he realizes there's a praying mantis is crawling on his hand, and he freaks out.
Oh.
But the players came and saved him.
I mean, last night, it was like 5 in the morning, and I'm just getting to sleep. And my phone starts exploding. Smash is calling me on Discord at 5 in the morning. Kevin starts fucking sending me messages on Snapchat. So these guys have no respect for the world clock whatsoever. Like, absolutely ridiculous what these guys are doing. 5 in the morning after a hard day grafting. And fucking, they're blowing up my phone. Yubi's having a rough time on Love is in the Air. Maybe this isn't the map for him. Oh, Tolatos, no, not you too. I just got death checked by another person that I promised a code and never gave to.
Oh no.
Jeez, I can't believe there's more of you. How many are you? I'm not going to pay anyone that doesn't come and death check me, so... Alright, let me get the code. God, I still have a few more of these Overwatch 2 coins, but I'm starting to run dry. I really think they need to give us like a fixed amount of stuff that we can give away every single stream for covering this stuff. There you go, Tolatos, 1,000 Overwatch coins.
Yeah, I've not got any stuff yet. Craig!
Yeah, I messaged Craig about it, and he said he needed to get approval. And it's like, come on, dude, like approval from the central committee? Like, how many games have we got to cover? Like, I had to shout at the boss of the company to get a jacket, and it doesn't fit me. Like, what's a couple of digital codes worth in the wash, you know?
Clearly too much.
Is Yubi still here? Is Yubi witnessing his performance right now? Is this still the pause? Of course. They probably hate you so much. Yeah, without a doubt. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. Yubi's taking this race from behind.
Is that a comeback?
Steph's in a clash game. Oh, he's actually gotten caught up at the pillar at the end and not made top 10. But a respectable finish. This is his first race, apparently. Yubi lost, restart. Actually, so true. Maybe nobody finishes this race. Nobody wins. He did get top 10. He was 9. Okay, you became 9th. Perfect. On thin ice. That's us with Craig, actually. We can do that course. We'll do on thin ice.
Is he taking a nap? Yeah, we're just waiting for Opener to wake up, and then we can crack on with this series.
Ah, classic nap pause situation.
Sorry guys, we need a pause. One of our players has fallen asleep.
It's an online match issue right there.
Ever tell you when Majid fell asleep during one of my VOD reviews?
Sounds about right.
It was, what were they called? Osh-Tech Warriors or something? Like an old Saudi team.
Yeah.
And we were doing VOD
It's like
review.
a Hardy team, right?
And then, yeah, it wasn't when Hattie was in it. I'm trying to remember. It was like, I think Kassar Plays was on it.
I remember you were always
Majid
high on
was
Kassar plays. For the longest time, you were high on
yeah.
Kassar plays because of Osh-Tech.
I was so high on Kassar. I still think he's really good. I mean, obviously not like now, but I was like, not now, yeah. Like, but rewind 4 years, and it was like, actually, the guy was kind of crazy, and he was a nice kid. But yeah, we're just doing VOD review. We're talking about Nepal Sanctum and stuff, you know, and then just here, you know, like a light snoring coming through.
Oh my god.
Then we realise Majid has dozed off.
That's so textbook Majid. You should have just told him that there was a trophy somebody else earned that he could hoist right then, and then he just snapped awake and appeared in the room. It's true, LeBron, watch. It's true. Oh, Sakashiro in first place. It's a rare player. It's a long time ex-chatter more. Who was the... Wait. We're in game! Oh my god.
We're so back. It's Rialto, if you remember. It's an Anna Brig Diva defense from Onside Gaming as opener wakes from his slumber just in time to defend his first point.
Right back into the mix. Kilo, Widowmaker. So, actually, let's get the time sync. 53, 52, 51.
It just works.
It just works. Kilo on Widowmaker. This is a great one for him. He can play nice and far behind. Really good angles for him here. Who was the refugee yesterday who won the marbles race? It was Harrison, the refugee from Avril's chat, who then went and defected so hard that he started giving me subs. The Avril turncoat, like legend. I hope Harrison is watching right now. You know, if he's in Avril's viewer list right now, I'll be cut up.
Hanzo versus Widow. Kilo with an early dink onto the Hanzo. An attack will finish that kill. Nice, easy first one here for Onside. Nade onto the flank too. That's going to force the recalls to be traded. But Knife is getting poked out there. And it's going to be very much of a battle. A lot about this side position here on the coast.
Fine. Fine. I don't know what I said, but you know what? It's just another MAGA response, I suppose. I think it's a really good map for attack to be in as well. Diva, so powerful on the first point of this map in particular. Can really shut down a lot of what Winston wants to do. You can see attack is already 60% of the way to his ult. But Knife! My god, he's always picked! He can't keep doing this. It doesn't matter what region, what language he's in. He's always dying. Nade comes out from Irony, but it's gone a bit wide. MCD, he does not survive this initial engagement though. Attack, he is all over them like a bad smell. This guy's already got bombs, Xavier.
Ooh, Kilo round the corner. Nice little dink and attack can clean up the rest. Good stabilization there. You see the idea from Mir Gaming. We talked about the importance of this side fight, and you see Ruler jump over to try and get involved. Leads to that knife kill, but Irony and Opener do a good job of keeping each other up. They're able to stabilize. And actually, Onside Gaming with that fight win are going to get to all of their ults a little bit quicker as well. Maybe especially MCD's Tidal Blast. Way far behind compared to all the Onside Gaming ults. Yeah,
slow burn for MCD after being picked early on. MIR Gaming, they really need to get something done. Either with a Hanzo magic pick, another one onto Knife wouldn't hurt. That guy is always dead. Or just play slow for their Nano Winston turn. Hope that Ruler can build up the Primal and go ham with that. You can see Knife playing up above right now. Kilo's giving them wall hacks, so Kilo can see... Whoa, Knife not going to get anything done with that pulse bomb though. He really loves to pray when he goes for those sticks. Kilo in a lot of trouble up the back, and Ruler's going to snipe out the sky with the right click on the Winston, but again, attack with a trade.
Good trade for backline. Still up top here for Onside Gaming, but there's a Winston behind him, there's a Tracer behind him. The dive comes in, but Zent goes for low ground here, and Ruler's going to get slept up. Doesn't have the primal yet, gets finished off by attack. Was that Nano Jax as well? Trying to save Ruler?
Yeah, looks to be, as Ruler does look to be dead. Universe looks to no longer have a nano boost, and Mir Gaming, I mean, with that Nano Jax, that could just be the first point done and dusted in all honesty. Again, at any given moment, Floss could hit a headshot, could turn the tides, but ultimately, losing your nano turn, needing Ruler to go in primal dry, and Onside Gaming, they're not really needing to use any of their defensive tools. Knife closing on another pulse bomb, though it's quite unlikely that he's going to hit it. Ruler jumps underneath. Opener actually drops to match him, and there's a primal rage, but he's not going to use the primal rage, so just another 2 deaths for Mir Gaming, and it's going to be last fight by the time they start ulting.
Where is MCD going? They're all over him here. This is not where he wants to be. Late death, 35 seconds left on the clock. They do have a Tidal Blast ready to go. They do have Ruler's Primal ready to go, but Onside Gaming, the Rally, the Nano, they've got all the tools to survive here. And it's looking really rough for him. They know Zent is behind as well.
Yeah, Zen already set up behind. Onside have all the tools to hang on through Mir Gaming's ult push. The card is so far behind. Now you can just see Orb onto Ruler trying to pocket him a little bit, but Floss doesn't have much of an angle to do much of anything. Say hi to Wolfclaw Gaming, everybody. Dragon comes out from Floss through the wall, doesn't connect the kill, might have zoned a few members out, but you can see deep push from attack now. Floss needs to catch that defensive wave. Tidal Blast comes out. Kilo will be traded actually, so that's a 1-player advantage for Mir Gaming, but MCD's gone down. Univo only 70% to the Nano. Pulse comes out from Knife. I told you he wasn't going to hit it. There it is. But Irony, good for the nade pinch in main, and it's just going to be Mir Gaming stopped right here. There's a Primal, there's a Pulse, but they're going to need a miracle.
Yeah, I don't know where Ruler is right now. Azent needs help. Just pick up the mini and they can take over the touch. Still, they're stalling it out, but Azent is going to fall, and now Ruler has to do it all. Univer and MCD trying to come back fast. Ruler can stall this out for a while, but he's going to get naded and focused down. Nothing he can do here. Can't chase down any targets. Sleep comes in, and that's going to be a full hold on Rialto and a really unremarkable attack from MIR.
Why is nobody saying hi to Wolfclaw Gaming? Why are you all spamming We Good instead? Into Tiny Flames, thank you for the gift sub to Wolfclaw Gaming. Welcome, and enjoy your ad-free viewing thanks to Into Tiny Flames. Thank you very much. A tennis suit for that, I think. No, now they're all saying We Good. You're the performing.
Feels like everyone's good.
Oh, Wolfclaw Gaming is German. Yeah, this is a wash now. Mir Gaming just getting absolutely pumped. Get to a diva map. See attack in the lineup. Ban Hazard. Like, why is Mir Gaming going to see attack in the lobby and they're going to ban out Kiri? Doesn't that feel insane? Like, is this map good for Hazard? It's probably really good for Hazard, actually. I know this used to be like an insane diva map. It's probably an insane Hazard map too, right? Like, all the chokes are really tight. You can play above. Everything's like one shift range. So, yeah. The better question is probably what the fuck are we doing on this map, rather than is this map good for Hazard? Like Mir Gaming with MCD and Univer could have gone to like a Gibraltar and banned out one of Diva or Hazard, and then just like ban out Diva, go Gibraltar, and then just play some double flex Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it felt like they didn't really have an idea. You saw some of the theory on the first one, they try and overload that flank, but then every other single time, you talk about Annabrig, Winston, and you talk about all these cycles, your nano engages, your primal engages, but ultimately, the nano was jacked, the primal was used just to stall out point. None of these big ult turns actually, MIR actually got to get off the way they would want to. Now Onside Gaming have a relatively straightforward attempt, but obviously, Rialto's still one of the more full holdable maps, but there wasn't a lot of promise from MIR at the start, really.
Yeah, MIR. Really going to need a miracle. You can see already attack jockeying for some of this space up on the high ground, making it awkward for Ruler and Floss to maintain there. Floss on a much more survivable character in the form of the Freya, but at the same time, attack, mechanical beast on the Diva, could close that gap at any given moment. MCD duking it out on the side, dueling the Tracer, hits that Guardian Wave, is going to get Knife on the run, but cannot secure the kill. Now attack pinches on the flank. Knife wins the duel versus his end without the recall, but MCD will find a trade. Still 1-player advantage for Onside Gaming, already being bullied all the way back. Universe about to have that nano boost, so we might be able to see the first nano of the map.
Yeah, but earlier nano boost is going to maybe save MIR here. Need to find a connection with that. Ruler's probably going to be the primary target. You see Kilo trying to go through in this bottom left-hand corner, just try and poke him out. Need to be careful. Nano comes through now. Ruler's going to go for it. Bubble. And nade is good. Ruler will finish that kill. And the rest of Onside Gaming just have to back off as a result of it. They'll get the D-Mech, a little bit of a stagger here. And a good fight for MIR.
Yeah, it's a very good fight. Nice nano dive. Ruler really getting it done. Gets all the jump pack damage. Really bullies out Onside. Even getting that late kill onto attack just means that he has to reset fully. Slows them down quite a lot. You can see Opener on the attack really struggling to find impact. This is often where you might see a little bit of double flex gameplay coming out. Knife's in the backline looking for a pulse bomb. I don't like his chances. It is Knife after all. He's 1v1ing. He's 13 HP. For some reason, Universe not terribly interested in pressing that fight. MCD, he's got hands at least. But Bowler Shot comes out onto Floss, will connect. Floss going to go down. So already a 1-player lead again for Onside. But Ruler in the back, he's primal raging. He's looking for a kill. Doesn't seem to be able to juggle the Ana in a corner. So he is going to back jump away from this one. Azent has the Tidal Blast, but MCD and Univer are both dead. Azent goes down after the overhealth expires, and Onside Gaming, I mean, they're just going to walk it right over the finish line.
Yeah, easy for him in the end. Really needed a trade with that Primal Rage, but Anna Brig, really not under too much trouble there. Just a single Winston to deal with. Should be survivable for the most part. And yeah, really underwhelming from MIR, and it feels like Onside well on course to get their first win.
Time for another 30-minute break? If you're lucky, Midori Oz. We waited 500 years for this. Yeah, I mean, that's the exact same thing as what happened yesterday. You know, we had an 80-minute pause yesterday, and then the map was just absolute shit.
Rio Atlas.
Like, yeah. I mean, like, yesterday's broadcast was so long for the worst games ever. Slop sponsor for Onside? What's their sponsor? The only sponsor Oh, Soup. Do they even write Slop? Oh, they did write Slop. I was just making sure that I wasn't reading Super Slop. Like, my brain isn't that far gone. And Midori Oz can be spectated because they were complaining about the... Unter, are you a lesbian? No, I'm Lebanese. My family's been in Australia for 140 years, so that really irritates me that you'd say that. What's so bad about Soup, Rainy Day Blossom? Doesn't it have higher quality than Twitch?
Soup does, yeah.
Yeah. Rainy Day Blossom's hating on Soup right now. But me personally, I'm a Soup head. I love Soup.
Do me and Unter share revenue when using streams together? No.
Thank God for that.
Maybe we're... As for person with the smaller revenue at the moment, I think we should start sharing it, Max.
Oh, okay. That seems reasonable.
I've been watching a lot of, shorts recently and clips and seeing on Reddit, and actually, it's always important to just act in your best interests. You individually, not anything else. If you're having money taken out of your pocket, this is a problem.
I was watching a lot of Flat's analysis, and essentially the only things that are net positive for the scene and the creator economy as a whole are things that directly benefit the person speaking. So, out of self-interest, I think that exclusive OWCS drops are fucking amazing. Let's keep that going. Saffron Prawn 473. Close but no cigar. I think you missed this race. They did a Soup exclusive Valorant tournament once, and the site's moderation is so bad. Ah, right. Yeah, I mean, I think
all of the Soup tournaments are like that. Like the cups they run themselves are exclusive because we had the same problem with Overwatch. By we, I mean me individually, but obviously we as in like I'm the most important person.
Yeah, the creator economy. You can refer to yourself as an entire economy.
Streamer
economy.
Super really impacting the creator economy, yeah.
Referring to yourself as a creator economy is... I like that. I just got back and they still paused. No, they got full held. It's over.
The pause was actually the good part of it for MIR.
Yeah,
it
was actually
to relax on stage.
It was more entertaining during the pause because we got to watch Marvels.
Ooh, thank you, Tiny Cerebrum.
Oh, Seva FSS. Congratulations. Herman, close second. Sylvie third. Wolfclaw Gaming fourth. Nice, Wolfclaw. The tongue of testicles. The tongue is actually a set of balls.
Atlas. Can I have your take on Hawk versus PK? Who would I have taken if I was the SSG coach? I feel like in many ways, like the biggest benefit of signing Painkiller would be Nightmare would just be fucked, you know? Like I think if you dip below Painkiller, there's like a more significant gap to whoever the next tank up would be. Like, who would it even be? I guess Clear?
Yeah,
Clear, Zeb, maybe? Yeah.
Probably
so, I feel like you would have killed Nightmare, but Cardifan, maybe. Yeah, so it feels like you would have really killed Nightmare, but then you secure yourself top 3. But I feel like if you're Space Station Gaming, you've got ambitions above just top 3, you know? So I feel like if Hawk is good for it, and word on the street is very much he's still played a bunch, right? Like, it's not like he's actually it's not like he's coming back to the game in a way. I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah, how like like when Twilight took a break, and he genuinely took a break, as in didn't play the game for a while because he had to do military service and stuff. I feel like Hawk's version of the break has actually just been still playing the game loads. So I guess there's more hope that Hawk is actually not rusty or washed or whatever you want to, whatever go-to phrase.
Is Kellen back
So
in?
I don't know.
I'm messing up the... Yeah, Kellen's back in, baby.
Hawk is addicted. Yeah, that's a good word for it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with the Hawk signing. Obviously, it's like to be fair, I think I would have been happy either way. But I feel like if Hawk's still got it, and I think there's a lot of reasons to believe he does still have it, I feel like he is the better player.
No, I was not on the march today, Neo Thing Zero.
Where were you marching?
Would you believe I am not anti-immigration? Or a Nazi?
Ever tell you about that time I was at the Women's March?
Accidentally, I assume.
Yeah, so when we went to a TF2 LAN, which is how all my stories start, we went to a TF2 LAN, and it just happened that while we were there for the TF2 LAN, it was Trump's inauguration for his first presidency. So there was a big women's march in LA. So me and Coleman went out to get beers, and we were in the women's march as we went to get beers.
Yeah, it's actually really easy in Melbourne to like accidentally wind up at a Palestine march as well. Because like anytime I go into the city, like on Sunday for a beer or anything like that, there's so frequently Palestine marches and whatnot happening through the city that like you'll always get something. Like they often like close the trams like on my tram line right into the city and everything. So like it's almost impossible to avoid it because I try to go into the city and they like the tram will stop where the protest area will start essentially. So you kind of wind up in the thick of it if you head into the city on Sunday most times.
Thank you, Vermilion. Best flex support in North America. Why is it UV? Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Definitely been UV this year. It sounds like a Family Guy cutaway. This reminds me of the time I was at the Women's March. Yeah.
Mindy Bird. Why can't I find these?
Titanfall 2. No, Team Fortress 2. You guys know this.
There it is. Come on, Minjay. Show me what you got. What map are we on right now? Atlas. Oh, God,
Atlas.
He's playing ball again. Why did they ban his hero? Like, Mir Gaming's stupid. They keep subbing in tank specialists. Onside Gaming. Like, Mir Gaming get the pick and they ban Lucio. Kellen just got subbed in. It's like the best ball map in the game now. You just lost the ball.
This happened against T1 as well, you know, where it was like, wow, that Donghat guy really ruined our day on ball. Should we go to New Queen Street and ban ball, right? Nah, don't worry about that. Okay, that didn't go well. Where should we go now? What if we go Gibraltar against this T1 team? Okay, yeah. So I think Mir Gaming might have the fatal combination of bad and dumb.
Oh, heavens. That's not the team with the really tall coach, is it?
No, I think it is, right? Was it... I want to say it began with an L. Leona or something?
Leona. That's a League of Legends champ. Alright.
I'm pretty sure I was a coach. Let me see if I can do some...
Thank you, Nog friend.
Do some investigation.
Thank you for letting me know. Let me hide the marbles.
Leona. Wait, is Leona the... You mean
That's the league champ.
Yeah, Leona.
Yeah. Still the league champ.
That's for coach of MAR Gaming. Well, one of them is named after the other, but it's impossible to tell which way round.
I think we're in the game, mate. I think we got some... do we want to do some numbers check? I think I fucked it up because I rewound to check Kellen.
28, 27,
Just
26.
works, man. It just works. It's the beauty of it.
It's another Hog v Ball situation. Ruler's going to roll out on this one. Kellen coming in to play ball. Once again, very good map for it as well, but does take some early hook, has to use that shield. Now, MIR Gaming, a bit of space and time. They need to walk around and clear some of these DPS. Can they chase down Addo? Can they chase down Knife? You can see Ruler looking for it now, but can't find any of it. Onside, be impatient, waiting for Kellen's next timing.
See, the thing about Kellen on the Wrecking Ball is he goes for very high uptime. He knows the angles. He knows how to get all the slams, but you see, often he will not wait for his teammates to be in position, so he goes very, very fast. He gets lots of slams. He gets lots of ult charge, but at the same time, where's the pinch from Knife and Addo? He's already taken 3 slam turns, but now he's been forced out. Now Mir Gaming get to step over towards the objective a little bit, and you can see Addo's incredibly low. Kellen has had a big period of downtime outside of the point, but Ruler has missed a hook here, and this could be a disaster for Mir Gaming. Because you can see Kellen's rolling in again up on the high ground and Knife finds the first pick.
This time they all collapse on the same one. They soften them up. Ruler does find that trade on the low ground, but it's going to be no comparison. Like, came with a dash up here, but Addo's there to play bodyguard. Trades that one out. Hook connects. Ruler's going to turn the kill, actually. Ruler is low HP, and the flip goes the way of Onside Gaming, so I don't think they have enough gas in the tank to retake it straight away, but they can dip their toes on point here.
Swing and a miss from Ruler once again. You can see the flip soon to go Mir Gaming's way. Hell actually rolls in, drops the E. He doesn't want to let it go. Knife also good for the recontest here, and if this keeps going on, Onside Gaming might just be able to cling onto the cap. Knife up on the high ground. He's scrapping it out. He doesn't have recall, so he has to be quite careful. Looks like maybe Kane doesn't know that situation as he is going to let it go through. Opener, 15 HP, but he escapes. Ultimate from MCD. The title blast, good for it. Takes down Irony. Kane hits a little 180, takes down Addo as well. 1 player advantage for Mir Gaming. Minefield on the point from Kellen, but good God, mate, it's a 2 versus 4. The mines do absolutely nothing as Kellen has pissed that one up the wall.
Good retake from Mir Gaming. Ruler's clutch trades actually going to be the difference maker there, allowing them back on. But Onside Gaming have a Tidal Blast and nearly a Blade to retake with as well. MAR Gaming might be better actually just being aggressive with a lot of these. They can maybe use the whole hog, even interrupt that Blade. But here comes the Tidal Blast all over it. They just kill Ruler before he can pop it. Addo going in for more.
No bullets.
Onto Kane. Doesn't confirm the kill actually. Univer going to die as well though. 2 kills out of this push. And it should be good. Knife is awfully low, so Kane can trade that one though. So they're not out of it yet, MAR.
1 trade is good, but they're going to need more, and it's not looking like that's coming through as Opener takes down a Zeta on the point. The flip goes back the way of Onside Gaming. Kitsune Russian Blade for the final turn. Mir Gaming, they've got their own Blade, whole hog, and a Pulse Bomb in the pocket, but Mir Gaming, really, pressure on them. They need to get over to the point. They need to find these trades. They're up an ultimate, but it's just a Pulse Bomb. So at the end of the day, it really is anybody's game here as Ruler steps up. You can see dive coming through for Onside Gaming. The Tracer blinking in behind. Kellen's set up behind as well. And really, it's just Ruler looking for an angle to pop this whole hog. Actually going to try and kite the first layer because Irony uses that ult quite early. The Kitsune Rush, really useless here.
Yeah, it's going to force MIR to stand back a little bit, but now they can come with their own Blade and their whole hog again. Knife still behind, harassing this backline, goes into the wave, can't connect the Pulse Bomb. Kane has pulled this Blade, he's got 1, not too much else to slice at really, but 1 kill. We'll be happy with that as MIR get themselves onto point.
MIR have bodies on the point. Onside, they've got ultimates for the retake, though. You can see the slam comes out on the high ground. Looks as if Kellen has completely missed it. Addo pulls the Blade. Now he's on Kane's head, but he's got deflect. MCD, he's going to go down. He popped the Tidal Blast in that one. That's the Tidal Jacks, ladies and gentlemen. MCD very much struggling. And you can see now Kitsune Rush from Univer still trying to fight this one despite the death of MCD. Really dicey for MIR as they're holding it down on the point right now.
Oh, good hook from Ruler, turning it around. Now he has the whole hog if he needs it as well. They're all on the high ground, so it's difficult areas for Ruler to clear. He's getting peppered from all sides, can't land that hook onto the ball. 1 more heal comes through. Zeta's killed Opener during all of this as well. They're all back to help preserve Ruler's life in this, and Kellen's going to have to take a step off point for a second here. Onside Gaming having a hard time keeping this one contested, and they can't.
Ooh.
They just, they have been off it for so long, they didn't trigger it, so it just goes straight through to MIR.
Oh, goodness. Onside Gaming really letting that one slip through to the keeper. Even though they taxed MCD of his ultimate, they still couldn't get it over the line. Kellen, that's, what is that, 2 minefields that the poor young man has dropped for no point win. 55% to another one. Mir Gaming, Ruler swings wide, goes for the hook, catches nothing. Tidal wave, no, it's a Guardian wave, comes out from MCD, but he's still going to go down as Kellen gets slammed up. Nice little dive from Addo and Kellen together. Addo's going to clean up onto Kane as well. So with a 2-3 player lead for Onside Gaming, they are going to get this first flip.
Must be said, for this type of comp matchup here, really, the first point in many ways is one of the more difficult ones for Onside Gaming, because there's lots of these sort of enclosed areas that the backline of MIR can stand in that are just difficult for Kellen to get regular and frequent engages in. As we go to a lot of these other points, including this D point we're on now, it's going to be a lot more open, and these rotations, just like this, are going to be very difficult for the backline as we've seen that early slam come in.
Early slam comes in from Kellen. He's going to hold on to the minefield now. Tidal Blast comes out and Addo, but he's completely fumbled it. He didn't have the dash timing just quite right, so he doesn't find anything there. Still 2-for-1 trades. Onside Gaming looking like they're quite ahead. MCD goes down as well. Open is traded out, but still a one-player lead for Onside Gaming. Ruler's moving over to the point now. He popped the whole hog in all of this, but Onside Gaming, they should be fine to stagger this one out. Hook from Ruler catches knife. Irony's actually incredibly low, and Ruler may have just clutched up out of this world with the help of a Zen 2. Hit in the corner. Once again, Kellen throwing down the minefield on the objective, pooping out his mines without any slam to assist it. He loves that maneuver, and it is going to look like no mines killed for Kellen. Kane takes down Addo, and come on, Minji!
No third time lucky for Kellen, and that's going to be a flip from MIR. Once again, Ruler being the difference maker. You can see MIR, Kane, Ruler, they kind of just walk forward and find their own picks. It means MTD and Univer have a hard time, but they're clutching out a lot of these fights when they make it messy, and now a lot of ults for MIR to back this one up with. Kitsune rushes on both sides, lots of blades, Pulse Bomb is out, big pressure now coming onto MCD, Wave comes out defensively, and the Kitsune rush, Ruler's taking a lot of pressure as well, and his Kitsune rush trade comes in. Addo dies before popping that blade, Tidal Blast onto Kane now, looking for the follow-up, gets for 180,
Nice.
Dick onto 9, and the Tidal Blast will finish it. He's going to blade as well, they're already dead, Kane.
My God, Kane just decided he wanted to swing his sword on a bunch of corpses. Onside Gaming, almost their entire team was dead, but Kane pulls the blade anyway, just out of respect for the ultimate economy, trying to keep things nice and even no matter the scenario. Mir Gaming now, they're stepping quite far forward. Ruler looked for a cheeky hook there, didn't find any opportunities. He actually throws out the hook this time around, catches nothing. But Onside, they're good for one last touch here. They've got the blade in the pocket, open to 70% on that Tidal Blast as well, Zaf.
Coming round, Kellen's going to get the first touch here just to try and trigger the overtime. Knives have recalled already. Blade over the top now. TP away. Can Addo find any follow-up? He cannot, but Irony and Knife on there to finish a couple of the kills. 2-player advantage, and we are at 86% here. But Azent, Ruler 2 kills, but a trade onto the Hog will allow the flip to go through. Azent is going to have a really hard time touching here. They know exactly where he is. They are on his case. Don't think he is recalled. Does get the touch. Dies for it. But I don't know if anyone else is really here to follow up from MIR.
Feels as if now this is just going to be Onside evening up the scoreboard a little bit. Bet Kane wishes he had that blade back. Good grief, young man. What are we doing? Ruler closing in on another whole hog, but it is a rather open point, so not an ideal one to pin people up against the sides. Either way, Ruler has been doing a lot with these hooks. Kellen goes in quite early, wastes his E early on in the piece. He is going to escape. Boost Kellen, help him get away from this situation, but he has used his E. He has lost his turn. He's going to come back in with a minefield, and God already knows he's not going to slam when he pops it.
Stabilizing for now, MIR trying to clear some of these threats behind. Eyes on this Anna, 180 pulse from Azent, won't connect. Mines come through, he's got a slam with it as well! The follow-up comes through, openers there, Tidal Blast comes through, finishes off that. Both backline will die. MIR now only DPS, only tank, no healing, so straightforward cleanup from this point for Onside.
Yeah, look, that's a good one for the side of Onside. It cost them 2. Needed to use the Tidal Blast and Kellen's minefield, but I mean, that man is hooning towards another one. Already 30%. High uptime Wrecking Wheel, even if the dive and pinches and are not perfect. Irony, 75% to a Nano Boost as well. Nano could be huge. Throw that out onto Addo or Kellen, and there is a reasonable chance that they start clutching up. You can see Kellen rolling on through the Mir Gaming backline right now, just trying to get a little bit more ult charge, and he's succeeded. He's already 50% to the minefield. Again, Ruler's hook goes completely wide, and Mir Gaming, they need to start stepping towards the point, but MCD already forced to use that Guardian Wave just on the run, and Suzu, ew.
That's all the cooldowns now. MIR's backline have to be so careful now. There's nearly a Nano Boost available. Whole hog on that hook. Lots of damage onto Kellen. He rolls away, but now a Nano turn for Onside Gaming to come back in with now. The whole hog is keeping him at bay. MCT actually finishes the kill. Pushed into a corner. Set up for him now. Kitsune rush on point to deal with this Nano. Genji, a hook neutralizes Addo for a little bit, but he has to dash away actually from all of this. And MIR, they've got themselves onto point. Tracer pressure from Azent finishes the kill, and Kane and Ruler are good for the cleanup too. They deal with all of that now. Nice whole hog from Ruler.
Huge plays from Ruler there. Nice hook, nice whole hog. You've also got a Zent taking down Irony in the mix. I saw a 2v5 where Kellen built his minefield, and I was really expecting young Minjay to just pop it for no particular reason, lost in the source. Fortunately, he had the presence of mind to hang on, so now the retake, it's very possible for Onside Gaming. Addo received the nano boost and all that, but he really did a whole lot of nothing. He was so close to the blade, and he still couldn't get it online. Kellen, he's going to poop out his minefield on the objective for no reason again. That covers the point, but nobody from Onside's actually pressuring the cap right now, so a little bit of a waste once again from Kellen. I'm starting to detect a little bit of a trend in these minefields, perhaps some feedback that he received in the past that he's still failing to act upon. Now a blade comes out from Addo. Tidal Blast, self-casted by MCD. This time around, he's not going to go down. He's actually going to stun up Addo, but not find the kill. Kellen's mines that I was criticizing find a kill onto a Zent, completely inanimate object, manages to get it done, and Onside Gaming, they are going to clutch out this scene.
Looked possible for a second there, but they kind of boxed them into a corner with one of these early cycles from Kellen. Then Addo's able to get this big blade off, and Kane could never quite find the opportunity to get one of his own. So that's Onside Gaming taking a 2-1 lead as we move on to this next point. Kellen will be there first, but everyone's going to kind of maybe meet in the middle a little bit here, and it is blade advantage for Kane. The opener has that Tidal Blast. Could use it defensively, like we just saw MCD try and do, or just throw it onto Knife or someone for their own aggression.
Yeah, I think the aggressive plays with the Tidal Blast onto the Tracer, they're so incredibly powerful, but we've seen them more from the teams that have perhaps a higher level of team play than what we've got going on here at the bottom end of OWCS career. When you've got Crazy Raccoon, they're going to consistently hit that combo. They've thrown it out onto Knife. He has managed to take down MCD with the pop shot. Knife's going to be hooked up though, 13 HP, the overhealth just saving him. Thank God for Kellen. Blade pulled by Kane, and it's a Kane blade if ever I've seen one, as he catches absolutely nothing. A Zen will trade OP though, so really a good situation for Mir Gaming. They've still got Ruler on the point. He's still got a healthy amount of healing available, but Knife takes down a Zent. Kane trades Addo. It's so back and forth. Kellen throws down the minefield. Presumably no slam combo in that, as there are no kills coming out of it. Kane gets another kill onto Irony, and Mir Gaming, it looks like they're clutching this one out, but they're not out the woods yet.
No, Repush now coming through from Knife. He's got backup here from Opener and all of this. They have got the flip MIR, and it might just stop the pressure for now. Kane manages to live, and Ruler will come make sure this right-hand side is cleared out thoroughly now.
Clearing the side is so important here if you want to get a retake off. You cannot allow so much of the space to be occupied by just one team. You can see Kane now. He's holding quite far forward. Univer up on the back high ground as well. He needs healing. That's going to be Suzu and Guardian Wave. Once again forced. These two supports need to stop doubling up on their cooldowns. Irony falls over because both supports are sucking each other off. Nanoboost comes out onto Addo in the neutral. He does not have the blade, but Irony good for 2. And Addo, I mean, he was just a distraction at the end of the day. He comes in, doesn't really kill anything, but Irony's good for it. Kane, set your watch to it, folks. He finds a kill every single fight, but it's just not going to be enough. Onside Gaming, they're back in control. 69% for Mir.
Double DPS Soul and a Tidal Blast to follow that up with. Last one went on to Knife to put more pressure onto this backline. And MIR, that's where the comp's falling apart a little bit. The backline is having their cooldowns forced early, then can't survive. Ooh. They're trying to walk in, and Zent already under a lot of pressure. Cooldowns invested to help Zent going. Tidal Blast now for him as well. Opener's going to use it on himself. Lost. The stun sleep comes through, though. Disaster now. Irony's awfully low, and Zent's going to be finished off that one. Nice kill from Irony. Now they're all over the rest of them, and this should be a quick second fight now. Onside Gaming. Game-winning sleep there for Irony. Ruler's actually traded Addo. Got to be so careful if you're onside not to overextend, but with MCD going down as well. Ruler actually, he thought he could clutch this one out. He pulls the whole hog, but he hasn't found any trades, and I bet he's going to wish he could get a refund on that one. You can see Kellen's, he's not really stuck behind, but he is operating behind right now. Actually ready to swing back in for another turn, an onside game, and they really do have all of the tools to close out this series right here and now. Blade for Addo, Pulse for Knife, and a completely cosmetic minefield that will wind up on the objective. Guardian Wave comes out from Opener. It will catch a Zent, but Blade from Addo hooked by Ruler. No kill conversion. Dashes into MCD's face and will go down, but Mir Gaming, it appears they've neglected to touch the point, and that's just going to be the series. Yeah, straightforward one in the end for Onside Gaming. It does feel like, just from the eye test, it doesn't feel like compared to maybe when we watch like the Crazy Raccoons, the T1s playing these versions of the ball comps. It doesn't feel like we're reaching the same level with a lot of these things. Still some problems with timing between Kellen and the rest of his DPS, but ultimately, still significant steps ahead of the MIR Gaming here, who maybe are starting to shape up as our 9th place team. Yeah, rock bottom. The spiritual Vesta. There's always a Vesta. There's always a Vesta. Sometimes Vesta does so badly that they have to region swap, but it is still Vesterable.
Do not worry. Yeah. Poor little Kellen. He's more of a talker than a listener, I'd say. So he's got a lot mechanically. He can do everything that's required on these characters. But you know, if he needs to slow down. Oh, we've got info in the chat. Hello, mate. How are we? Long time no see. My favorite LARPer. But yeah. Let's watch Armedo 07. Kellen. He can do a lot on the wheel, but he's not very good at slowing things down. He's not very good at listening to what people are saying. So sometimes if you see that there are perhaps some timing issues and you think, wow, Kellen's doing a lot of damage, Kellen's got a lot of uptime, it's just a case of, you know, he doesn't necessarily like to wait. If he sees the opportunity, he's going to seize the opportunity, even if it means that the opportunity never existed at all. Now the call in ranked is so deadly. I remember you messaging me about that like during the season, Kelsey. Milkman Overwatch, thanks for the 6,000 viewer raid. Thank you so much. Welcome to all 6,000 of Milkman's viewers. Don't jinx me, I already have Ahmed. Kellen's a visionary. Kellen sees something that I don't. I'll tell you that much for free. People have been
What's
calling...
the opposite of... the opposite of there's cathedrals if you have the eyes to see them, but the opposite of that, like, you can't even see cathedrals when they're right in front of your face.
You're blind. Or you're an atheist.
I think you can still see cathedrals even if you're an atheist.
I don't subscribe to all that. Who's being interviewed right now? Who's that?
감사합니다.
Hello.
Fuck, I want a Kellen interview. The people want the Minjae interview. Ball specialist.
온사이드 게이밍 오늘 첫 승 소감 한번 들어볼게요.
사실 오늘 무조건 이겼어야 되는데 3세트 조금 삐걱하긴 했지만 그래도 이겨서 다행인 것 같습니다.
무조건 이겨야 한다. 정말 양팀 모두 한채 양보.
Yeah, I think Jodo's rookie. I think it was. I forget the team name. All the lower Korean teams blur into one. But yeah, I think last stage was the first we saw of the Dodo.
받아치는 게 좀 관점이었던 것 같아요. 어떻게 좀 신경 쓰면서 플레이했을지 좀 어떤가요?
New era, thank you.
근데 이게 솔직하게 말씀드리면 사실 딱히 의식은 안 했고 그
Inspirational.
3세트 때 제가 호구한테 좀 많이 죽었는데 그 켈란 선수가 뭐라 하더라고요.
He's talking about Kellen.
룰러 선수 오늘 신들렸다. 이거 얘가 잘한 거다.
Ahmed, you won.
했던 것 같습니다.
All eyes on you, and you won. And you were complaining about being jinxed.
말씀 들어봤습니다. 그리고 오늘 아도 선수의
Come on now.
3세트 모두 활약 엄청나게 좀 보여줬는데요. 미르 게이밍이 반전의 싹을 틔워낼
he's too
때마다
nonchalant about
하차없이
it, too.
베어냈습니다. 매서운 킬캐치 능력 보여줬는데 특히 요즘에 좀 서브 딜러 영웅들의 활약이 점쳐지는 상황이잖아요. 어떻게 보고 있을까요?
근데 이렇게 서브 딜러만 나오는 그게 진짜 오랜만인 것 같아서 제 개인적으로는 좀 마음에 드는 것 같고요. 근데 요새 근데 나이프 선수가
Just
정말
not for my
재밌는
competitive
선수라고
teams,
생각해서
Ahmed.
나이프 선수가 저희 팀에 와준 게 정말 다행이라고 생각하는 것 같습니다.
이렇게 또 팀 사랑까지 내비쳐 주시는 아도 선수입니다.
I think it might be time for a little breather for me, so I'm going to put you on Space Station.
팬분들에게 간식을 역조공하는
Space Station.
이렇게도
It's my
이벤트도
favorite
펼쳤어요. 팬 사랑이 대단한데요. 그만큼 팬분들에게 하고 싶은
That's
말도
where I
많은 것
work.
같아요. 한마디 부탁드려요.
You work on Space Station
간식 같은
too?
경우에는 저희 대표님들이
Yeah.
다 준비해
What do you think,
주신
Space Station or Marble
저희가
Centurion? We'll
비전이
go Marble Centurion.
길었었는데 대표님들이 저희
Yeah, Space Station is like it's
케어를 많이
really
해주셨어요.
long.
그래서
I think Marble Centurion is even longer.
대표님들한테 이제 감사드리다고 좀
오.
말씀드리고 싶고 그리고 이제 저희가 뭐 지든 이기든 응원해 주시는 팬분들
You go through the whole solar
감사하고
system.
근데 이제 반면
And out of respect, we'll watch BDSM
저희에
go
대한
on be
걱정해
69.
주시는 분들 많은데 제가
60 seconds to
그런
get
걸
into the
봤어요.
race.
제가 더 잘해줄 수 있을까?
Thanks
더
for keeping it
잘해줄
respectful.
수 있을까? 뭐 이런
Out of
얘기를 좀
respect.
봤었는데 저는 어제보다 오늘 더 잘하는 것 같습니다.
자, 어제보다 오늘 더
Season
잘하고
first.
증명해내는 내가 되겠다. 멋진 아도 선수의 한마디 들어봤습니다. 자, 이렇게 첫 번째 승리팀 온사이드 게이밍의 아도 선수와 인터뷰는 여기서
Alright, bear
마치도록
with me.
하고요.
I just need
저희는
to
다음 경기로
type
돌아올 텐데요.
some things up.
제타 디비전과 올드 오션.
I think Onside could beat Zeta. Nah, I think. I mean, obviously they won today, right? But I actually feel like when I did my power rankings, I was like Onside. Maybe they're like just outside Zeta, everything like that. But I feel like actually Onside are just not that good, really. I think I'd probably put Old Ocean above them now, based on like the early showings. So I feel like the divide between like the big five and everyone else, I think, is gigantic. Old Ocean may be top of the bottom, But Onside Gaming, like, I don't know, yeah, could really see him being very uninspiring. Corrupted by the West, yes. All the teams with players, with Korean players who have come back from abroad, have come back tainted and ruined. There's a cheeseburger and a burger emote. That's true. It's important to cover all bases with these things. Can we swap the two emotes? Yeah, I think it does make sense. I don't know if Panda's here right now, or Juby, or someone with the name and power. I can. Yeah, let's get the official logo as cheeseburger, and the spinning burger can be burger. Yeah, the presumption here is, I don't know what the map is, but now we're just going to be playing ball again or something. Could also be an Ilios or something like that. Presumption, Zeta Division should have first map pick as well, so very much they could just do like a, go to Ilios, protect a tank or something. I feel like for the most part though, like, Heiser actually has pretty good flexibility in terms of can play any of the tanks, so I don't think they can really bully him in that sense. Yesterday we saw Old Ocean mostly bullied by their backline being targeted. There's a sort of big question where we saw Jaehong play loads of Lucio yesterday, and it looked wank. Is that Old Ocean's plan? Do they just think Kiri Lucio is the best combination of heroes, or Lucio Wu Yang is just the best combination of heroes, so they have to play the Lucio? Or how much of it was because they couldn't just do like a Kiri, Wu Yang or something like this because of various bans and everything coming in? So the question is, I feel like Old Ocean on paper should want to play like Kiri Wu Yang or Anna Wu Yang, something like this. We saw him do it on map 3 yesterday. I feel like that's what we want to see more from them, or they should want to play more. Didn't see a whole lot of it yesterday. The Lucio look is not good for Old Ocean, whereas Zeta Division with Bliss should feel a lot more comfortable in that in that type of matchup.
Did I hear Bliss mentioned?
Yeah, I was saying nature of this next one is actually Old Ocean wants to avoid the Lucio, but Zeta Division very happy to play the Lucio in a lot of these comps.
Ah, yes.
This is an
Could
absolute
be a blister.
This is a dog's
Oh,
breakfast.
Wackety, thank you very much for
Get
the
out of
gift
it,
sub.
get out of it.
Congratulations, Sefika. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Thank you, Wackety. Appreciate that. Yeah, to the man asking how long will you be streaming? Long enough for you to finish your drops.
Never stop dropping.
That's the plan. That's the basic outline for income for the remainder of the year.
Yeah, it's literally just keep dropping until that bank account is full.
Yeah. Slop until you drop. You all look nice. As always is smiley face. Thank you, Info.
Aw,
Thank you.
That's nice.
My favorite chatter.
Seems like it's the first.
The first nice message I ever received in this channel, to be honest. I think
Yeah, it's actually. I'm
No
blown
way.
away.
no way we just... Oh, you got robbed, Gandhi. You got robbed.
Such bad karma to steal from Gandhi.
Yeah, no, JTD, who quite literally just won one, I feel, and Xana, you have both suffered horrific karma by stealing from Gandhi there. Especially stealing from the BDSM variant of Gandhi, that's got to be even worse karma. Good grief. You
Thank you.
poor souls.
Thank you, Wackety, for the tier 1. To Mybo23. Thanks, Fork, for the Buaga as well. Cheers.
Yeah. Xana says, fuck my life. Not because they've come second, but because they've realized the karmic debt that they've just inherited from this Marvel's race is going to plague them for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I mean, it's 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 a short term over long term because you want the race, you get all the dopamine for that, but unfortunately this is going to probably affect you not just in this life but in many of your next lives as well.
Yeah, no. When you're a butterfly, you're definitely gonna fall into a body of water and drown. Like it's not looking good. 5 more minutes. I might squeeze a quick play game or something. Like can't just marble.
Don't make a. Are you making a Bwaga? Here we go.
That already exists.
I've just seen the Aga burger.
Lots of Gandhi haters can't handle this chakra. Hunter, can I win, please? Savvy Moose, first time play. That's somebody worth spectating for the race. 30 seconds on the clock. 60 seconds on the clock. I need some Unter Doom gameplay injected into my veins. Looking into this. Untermensch 21, thanks for the play. Welcome. Nice try, Citrus. Hello, Overshake. Just another day at the Play Factory.
Right, I'm grabbing a drink as well. You're in charge, mate. Keep playing.
Don't do that.
Don't grab a drink. You don't control my hydration.
My dream.
Vote for your map.
You should get better dreams, like ones of buying XQC a drink.
Chills.
Go back.
I want to play COCASTER. Does everyone vote for Shambali? What are these people mentally ill? Fuck. Keep my arms down, Retro Juicy.
Now arriving at the Shambali Monastery. Prepare your
It's like I got DPS on Flex Q. What the fuck is this? What? Your most played heroes or something? What is this crap? It's like so big and intrusive. This guy's so bearded though. He's gonna get the gold border. Why would anyone want to play escort over Koth and fucking push? Overwatch looks like a Chinese mobile game. Every day we stray closer from God. Or, yeah, further from God. We stray further from God. Please do not get me started on map voting. I mean, I just like getting all the clients voting for the same maps over and over again. Like, I feel like if you're low ranked, the chances of you getting a King's Row are probably 95%. You're in Comlo, of course they want escort. I don't think I'm in Comlo, man. I finished GM3 last season. Even if my skill's low, I think my MMR's high.
Stop the payload.
Subtle flex of the skin choice. Yeah, you know, got my BlizzCon skin to go into BlizzCon. Gotta get my ticket. GM3 with a bunch of question marks. Yeah. Support's an easy role to boost. You know how many years I spent in Overwatch League? So easy to get a boost when you spent years coaching Overwatch League players. Such commie space right now. Was Way playing yesterday? If they're not playing yesterday first match, Crazy Raccoon, bro. I mean, Way played today as well. They played both days. Shield me. Be my shield. Etc. Dude, this guy's so bearded. Oh, not bearded enough. Dive someone, you fucking pussy. Allow me. Hop off it. Has anyone won the marbles yet? He's holding his lane. My lane is standing in main. My lane is standing in main on top of my tank. You're terrible. Thank you. Oh. Taking notes on your gameplay? It's like it's one of those things where if you can try and break down the decision making and reverse engineer it so that you do the exact opposite of everything that you see, that's probably like the best way to go about it. Antarctica is tied for my least playing map. I mean, Antarctica is like atrocious, no? Like just no fun for anybody involved. So I saw the add button go green. I had to tab out for that. Do we have nano? No. Oh.
I feel like it's just Icebreaker on Antarctic. That's bad.
I still like the feeling of the map. Doesn't feel good in the hands.
I feel like it looks good, but the actual map doesn't play fun.
Yeah. Doesn't play fun. Yeah. Oh, I got that miner there.
That's what you look for, you know?
Antarctica was fun with ram slop. Well, I feel like those two things are at odds with each other. The idea of having fun and ram slop. Yeah. Let's get another marbles race going while we're at it. Play again. You have 60 seconds to race. It's all coming together, guys. Come on. Let's get a marble in the race so that I can, You looks like a demon, but you can't play like one. It's true. It's true. It hurts me to see you say that, Ahmed, but it's true. Just wait till the blade comes out. That's when it gets real serious. Give me that nano. Give me that nano. God, I have no bullets. I need more bullets. And I dashed
This
in
might
the
be the
ground.
worst hands in the middle we've ever seen.
Huh?
You never did the hands in the middle thing?
I should have just
Old
played
Ocean have just
immediately.
made... Old Ocean is horrendous.
Oh, did they do a little 3-2-1 fighting? You're so bad at Genji.
Yeah.
W blade, he has no hands. Thank you. Yep.
It was a 3-2-1 fighting, but it was a more like a 7-6-4-8-5.
Oh, they couldn't sync up their hands?
1 fighting. Yeah, it was so long to get the hands in the middle.
I think that's deeply troubling, given, you know, if they can't time their hands, how are they going to do it in game with all that loud noise in the side? Jaehong's probably losing hearing by the second. Ben's probably losing his hearing by the second, so... I was watching a chopper montage yesterday, and he did this cool thing where he would dash on someone with the perfect range and one-shot them. I think I can figure out doing
And
that.
now you're doing it?
I kind of just low-key did it there. It was assisted by a sleep, but it did sort of work there, to be honest. All I needed to do was like mentally envisage chopper, and the combo low-key happened. Who's calling Paraiso a good map? I mean, I think Paraiso is a better map than like this, or
I think it's only first point that feels bad. It's just like that first corner.
of your lane. True.
If they can fix that first corner, then I think it could really be a play fun map.
All skills available. My Cap, how was your birthday? I hate Paraiso second. I mean, I think it's good for the game to have points like Paraiso second and Gibraltar and stuff like that. You know, like just like big high ground, like escorty things. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Like rewarding like some of the dive tanks that, you know, it just avoids like ground tank slot being good on every map.
What if you need a ladder on Paraiso's second attack? You just need a ladder. You know, like on Dorado where they added the big staircase for the attackers. You just need like a version of that top right for the attackers, and I think it'll feel a lot better.
Or maybe like one of those disabled access elevators that they added to Dorado first.
Yeah, just.
Alright, quick game's a good game. Back to marbles.
치즈버거를 상대로 좀 짜릿한 역수입에 성공하면서 하면서 이제 승리를 가져갔잖아요. 아 잠깐은 좀 아슬아슬했다.
In low ranks where it's 90% ground tanks, it's so ass. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good map design, just not for noobs.
의아하기도 했었는데 어떤 이유였을까요?
저희가 좀 메타 파악을 좀 잘 못한 것도 있고 좀 첫 경기도 겹쳐서 좀 못했던 것 같아요.
Yeah, struggling with the Ajax typing there. Been drinking?
발전해 나가는 모습 돼 보이겠다라고 말씀드려봤는데요.
Frieza is bad because of the geometry.
개막전 경기를 치르기는 했습니다만 아쉬운 패배를 기록했단
I don't know.
말이에요.
Frieza is just like the Gibraltar of hybrids, and it's only one of the 3 points.
팀함을 맞춰 나가는 과정이 아닐까라고도 생각이 들어요. 짧은 시간이지만 어떤 부분을 보완
Why is Cardi Cock on the screen?
일단 새로운 팀원들
Do I need to have like a well-articulated reason for that?
좀
This time Cardi Cock.
실력이 바로바로 안 나왔던 것 같고 헤이저 선수 레킹볼을 더 잘하자는 느낌으로 이제
Voting's great, so the low ranks only play the match second handle. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the idea that you're gonna get spammed on the same like fan favorite maps all the time because you can vote for them. I think they should just get rid of map voting, to be honest. Some people like it. I think it's better if they just force you to play everything. Can you put more stuff on the layout? Yeah, I'll put the smash cock somewhere.
What
Smash.
happens?
Huh?
Where you going?
I was gonna say Smash blew up my phone last night, and like he asked me to take away the smash cock from my stream ages ago, but now that he's woken me up at 5 in the morning by blowing up my phone for no fucking reason, I'm putting the smash cock back on the stream. Because if he doesn't respect my sleep, then I don't respect his cocks. No?
좋은 것 같습니다.
아 역시 배먼이답습니다. 그렇다면 류재영 선수는 좀 어떤 영향력 끼치고 있을까요?
저희 팀의 약간 기둥 아버지 같은 존재입니다.
네, 류버지와 배먼이
This gets like really big.
팀원들에게 힘을 팍팍 불어 넣어 주시고 계신데요. 그렇다면 양 팀의 정신을
Like lags my OBS almost when it loops.
한마디 부탁드려요.
Yeah, I think what happens. Thanks for not my birthday. Thanks, Undercastle, though. I feel like what happens if you have map voting for like a prolonged period of time is certain maps just like stop existing. And then what happens with these maps that are really unpopular is people never play them. So when you do eventually play them in these rare situations, people don't have the knowledge, or they've not had as much sort of trial and error to figure out the best way they want to approach the map on different heroes. So you just end up with the unpopular maps end up just feeling worse and worse over time, more than anything else.
It freezes every time the GIF loops. Yeah, it's terrible. Is it just that the GIF is poorly cropped and freezes, or is it actually like breaking my? No, it loops fine on my Discord. Yeah, it's just a GIF that I think is like 80 megabytes in size, which feels like something that shouldn't belong in my OBS if it's 80 megs in size. Yeah, it's a 94 megabyte GIF, which is just not okay for that format. How does it feel getting cucked by Christopher? I quit my job so that Christopher could have it.
It was more of a sloppy second situation, I think, is the
Yeah,
here.
doesn't really feel very much like getting cucked when I quit my job to stream and then recommended Chris for the job that I had quit. But it's alright, mate.
In many ways, is cucking not quitting sleeping with your wife and recommending someone else for it?
Well, then I would have to watch, and I actually am quitting to watch, so I guess I am directly being. I guess I am directly being cucked.
You just, yeah.
All right, I'll put away the smash gif. It's like literally breaking my OBS. It's killing everything.
It's too much.
Yeah. Cuck theory. Wait, is Mag in?
Yeah, he's in.
Oh, this is the best chance possible for Cold Ocean right now. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good match. I'm looking forward.
I
to
feel like this is a real. I feel like Old Ocean are like a top of the bottom team, and after Zeta Division's cheeseburger issues, this is like a real test of like, was the cheeseburger a blip or are Zeta just in a real bad situation?
It's entirely possible that Zeta are just in an enormous pickle.
Oh.
Giano, no. I think this race isn't going to make it through. Retruth has to.
Wow, our Preds are the exact same as the Korean audience.
79 to 21.
Yeah.
It's nice that you have Preds because I don't even have mods. My mods miss the marbles and the Preds.
Didn't you get... I think you got more mods recently, no?
I have... Let's see how many mods are watching this stream right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of those... I've got 8 mods watching right now because one of them was Nightbot, so... Yeah.
I think one of them's me technically as well, which doesn't feel like it counts.
You count. Moderating? Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Appreciate you. 6, 7. 6, 7. Oh, God. Ben, were you out marching this morning? Oh. 7-6 from Mohib OW. But it's good to remember that he is Saudi Arabian. So you read it backwards and it is 6-7 after all.
Oh, the hog has been banned. Zeta are not entertaining any of the farmer-based shenanigans.
Stood. Farmer doesn't get to crop dust them on map 1. That's a little bit of a disappointment, to be honest.
Kiriko ban is a bit weird from Old Ocean. Are they going to force the Wu Yang Lucio then, maybe? I still don't feel great about Old Ocean.
I mean,
wanting to play Lucio in all these situations.
Rujehong looks fucking terrible at Lucio the whole time. Maybe they're going to play the Ana Wu Yang. Like, that could be something. But, like,
yeah, feels
I
rough
don't know.
from Li Jiang.
Just ban Blissey for Lucio. Ban Blissey off Lucio, you know? Like, that feels like the method. I don't know. I don't like what I see. I don't like what I see at all. Farmer can't do anything on the hog. Jaehong might actually have to play Lucio again. I prefer if he forced Ana though. I don't know. There's no good looks here. Just
I'm starting to worry.
You go.
I'm starting to worry that originally I just thought Old Ocean were being like targeted a lot in their backline, but I'm starting to worry that Old Ocean actually just they want to play the Lucio. They think it's the best comp, and they're just going to keep putting Jaehong in these situations where he's going to be an old man trying to roll a blade.
Yeah, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be great.
We're going in. Are you out of your game?
Yep, I'm ready.
He's ready. Oh, thank you, Yamichael. 39 for 13 months. Maybe it's more of a Yamichael.
Yamichael. Can you turn off the drops? Absolutely not. Can you pause the game? I got to piss. If only there was a streaming platform where you could play and pause at a moment's notice to to adjust for your bodily functions. Shall we do a little sync check?
Yep. 28.
Just
27.
Works. Just
26.
works.
Just working, and it's going to be a full-on mirror, so it will be Lucio Wu Yang, so eyes on Jaehong. Ball mirror as well on control center, which sometimes can be a problem, but if both teams are playing ball, it really is quite literally even. Just going to see Finn trying to spam his way through with these orbs now. Bit of pressure as he rotates over to server, has to get out of there, but helps connect that one onto Dart to give Zeta the opening pick. Alpha, he can dive onto the backline now, fighting Jaehong, but Jaehong's repelled him, but still player advantage for Zeta Division as they look to stabilize around this white ring.
This feels like a really deadly matchup here. Zeta Division get to play a lot of their best and Mag on ball. Because Tracer, Genji with Alfie and Pelican, that is a very scary combo indeed. We saw when Zeta decided to pull that one out in their Cheeseburger series. They look like a completely different beast. Pelican can really dominate on that one. Who's to say about Magazine on ball, as he looks to already be drunk driving and rolling around behind his team. Takes a lot of damage, going to heal himself off with the Mega Health Pack. But Pelican dashing back. Looks like Old Ocean have actually taken quite a lot of space off the back of this one. Not sure if they're going to be able to leverage a flip or find a kill.
Mag trying to line up his next slam timing as well. Goes for it, hits for Genji. Was some transferred shield, so not too much meaningful damage, but they're sorting this point out well. Pelican's taken over White Room, gets boot back now. Has to regroup back in main now, and point pressure from Old Ocean is quite severe. They actually give the flip, Zeta.
God, they're so cold. Is Homosexual asleep right now, or is he just in your chat? I would be very worried if he's fallen asleep during the Old Ocean match as they get the flip. Slam comes after him. Mag, he still does not have the minefield. Highs are beating him to the punch, throwing down the slam on the objective. We can see Tidal Blast comes out, though. Kiwi's will fall. Alfie running him down. Kiwi's no timing to counter. Counter slam from Mag on the point. That's going to break a lot of Heiser's minds as well. So Old Ocean, they may have secured the flip, but they haven't got the kills to back it up. They haven't got Kiwi's in play. Ru Jae-hong is on Lucio, which means that his beat is going to come up incredibly, comically, hysterically slow. Becky blinking onto the point, trying to get the touch. Dart going for another touch. Heiser slamming on as well. Kiwi's is back. It's a 5v5 against Xavier. They can do this.
Coming through now, Bliss with the beat. Jae-hong still needs a couple of percent. He's half HP. Heiser dies before the beat is ready. They have a chance to try and turn and clutch if they want. They still have control of the point, but with Dart going down, I think Jae-hong's just going to have to accept it will be a reset there. And they do get it eventually, looking for a few late kills. Old Ocean can regroup, though, and now have a beat push coming back, which will be the perfect answer to Pelican's Blade, and a great chance for them to get kills with their own Blade as well.
The ult play from Zeta Division has been really good. Finn with the title blast, well timed onto Alfie. Bliss with the beat as well. Good counter, but Ru Jae-hong, so much pressure. Big slam comes out from Magazine, catches Jae-hong, but Dart trades Pelly, pulls the blade, 20 HP in a dream, decides to dash back towards Mag rather than over to a Mega Health Pack though, so it's a 4v4. Jae-hong still is not in the mix. He's got that crucial beat drop, but you can see Blissy's on the run. Again, Old Ocean, they could get bodies on the point, but Kiwi's being dived in spawn. He has to run away. Gets the Mega Mag. Oh, big heavy play there as he is going to go down.
Coming back onto point, Old Ocean are going to have this beat ready to go. Point pressure coming through already. Alfie can get the first touch. Just has recall now, so can get out of this one too. Keep it contested. Trying to buy time for Mag, who's not quite there in time. And Alfie has his recall punished. That's the flip for Old Ocean without using the beat.
Beat still in the back pocket. Ru Jae-hong with the presence of mind. Shield transfer from Mag was game winning there to keep Pelican alive, stop him from being traded out. Heiser's going to boot Magazine, but he's going to throw him onto a Mega Health Pack. Now we see beat comes out from Jae-hong, catches everybody except for Becky. So that's going to be Finn's title blast counted out. But this is already 70% of the way to another beat. We've got to be careful here. It might be 2-1. Oh.
Becky, though, gets Finn in the back. Alfie is going to match that one. Now Pulse Bomb's going to connect as well, too, for Alfie. Great opening for him and a chance for Zeta to get back on it. He's looking for the Tracer now as well. Becky's fighting it out. Alfie's going to play that one slow as Dart's there as well. But without their supports, Old Ocean, they're just going to have to try and play for stall. But Heiser's bought a lot of time with this minefield.
Yeah, the minefield's doing a good job of allowing Old Ocean to keep that cap for as long as they possibly can. Becky blings back on. Becky actually receives the title blast. Now Blade is out. Pelican receives a counter beat from Blissy. You can see Dart is caught off guard over on the coast. Pelican dashing over. Jae-hong booped off the map. Classic old man. But this is a really important fight for Old Ocean because they bled everything out of Zeta. Blissy counterbeating that title blast. That means that Old Ocean, they get one last shot at this. There's nothing in the tank for Zeta. A pulse bomb for Becky.
Becky with a Pulse Bomb, Dart coming up to that Blade as well, so ults will be online quicker for Zeta Division, but Becky is in all sorts of trouble here. The two-man squad on him. Pulse Bomb attempt to try and turn it, buys Becky a bit of time, but they are all over him right now. Overtime has been taken by someone else, so the rest of them are on point. Becky does die, but Dart is getting into position with this ult very soon. 20%, needs to charge up the rest of that. Slam comes through, pressure onto Dart. Alfie with the finishing melee, and that's a few player advantage now. Nego the support. Pulse Bomb will stick as well. Classy first map from Alfie, or first round. And Zeta Division take the lead.
It's a tough one for Becky there. He even got the assistance of Heiser. I want to say that Heiser rolled in at the beginning of that fight, got the shield, transferred the overshield, but he didn't stay the course. He didn't keep fighting the side with Becky. So ultimately, Becky still goes down. E has been wasted by Heiser. He doesn't actually fight that flank, and that just means that they lose the side. They're losing in the front because their ball's missing on that turn too. Kiwi's just doing a whole lot here on the Wu Yang as well. Might even be gapping Finn, I dare say. Heiser also looks to be gapping Magazine a bit on the ball, a bit faster with these minefields, but I mean, Alpha Yi just completely in a league of his own on the Tracer. Becky the Alpha Yi, it's a hydrogen bomb versus a coughing baby.
It's really very duel heavy, a lot of these comps, lots of different fights happening in different parts of the map, so the chance for individual players to shine is really high. I think we're seeing Alfie Yi take over in a lot of these situations. He's going to be TPing them out of spawn initially to get Zeta a bit more of that early space, allow Finn to throw down a few of these early orbs, and Zeta seem really interested in this left-hand side of the map now, while Mag forces point.
Mag already tapping point, slam for slam over on the coast. Kiwi's forced to use that Guardian Wave, running over to the coast, looking for a mini health pack, will get it. He had the heal lamp on as well, and Blissy first to fall. Poor little Blissy goes down early on in the piece, and that means that Old Ocean, they've got a player advantage. Kiwi's down to Mag, Ru Jae-hong as well. Massive backline dive, but it's not over yet because Finn has been traded as well. No support anywhere. Dart dashed onto the mega health pack, climbs over the wall, doesn't climb over the wall. Mag's very low over on the coast, but he's still looking just okay. Nobody's got the flip as of yet, but it is going to be Blissy back in the mix sooner, and with Heiser going down, I think Zeta Division's got this first fight in the bag.
Zeta Vision take over that left-hand side. They can't just force Old Ocean into the corner, and even though they didn't get the initial kills, they did force him into this difficult situation. All the defensive cooldowns used. They're chasing all the way into spawn now. A shield transfer to try and buy some valuable time, but Alfie's there to pounce on that kill. Finishes them off. They're pushed all the way back to spawn, and it just feels like now Zeta Vision, everything's starting to click. Their map control is good. They're setting up these engages, and once they force that first set of defensive cooldowns out of the Wu Yang, they are ready to pounce, and Alfie Pelican just easy kills for him after that.
Avril Defector Harrison has spawned into the chat. Can I get an Avril ain't no way left and right, please, Harrison? Unless, of course, your sub has already expired. Old Ocean now rolling up. They need this retake, but they don't have the ultimates to get it over the line. Alfie's got the pulse, but he's dead pre-fight. Game winner right there. Blissey booped, heavily taken down by Dart and Heiser together. Two-player advantage for Old Ocean. Ru Hong spot of bother. You can see him taking a beating off screen. Wave comes out for Finn as well. Be careful, Becky. Do not go down to Finn right now. We need to be oh so careful. Blink Melee comes in. Finally, Becky finishes the kill, but Alfie is back. Blissey's going to be there as well. There's such a slow turnaround for Old Ocean, and now it's a 3v4. They're actually down in this fight.
Jaehong still has the beat, and they have the title blast if they want to keep going, but without control of the point, they're going to play it safe, regroup with their team completely, slam onto Pelican, but Heiser can't make any. They give a title blast onto him now, but Heiser's got to try and make this one work, but can't find a connect. Mine's out on point as well. Now they're going to have to rely on the beat. Bliss doesn't have the beat just yet as well. Boobs coming through, title blast out in main from Pelican, going all the way, all over Kivers, takes him down the beat. Too late from Jaehong. Did anyone even get it? Disaster roll from the old man. Dart has found two trades though with a help of Heiser. Old Ocean still have a chance to scrap it out now. Pelican is booped off, has to dash back. Now goes for the blade. Just to stay alive. Dart's on 4 HP. He will get taken care of. Zeta Division looking good to close this one out.
What a mess for Old Ocean. Humbling that 5v3, Becky going 1 versus Finn for the longest time. No help for poor Becky. Beat for Bliss now, pushing it in main, but there's no chance here for Old Ocean. The map's over. But really, just so game losing that they're in that 3 versus 5. That Becky, he eventually kills Finn, but it takes him a million years and he dies on the way out of it. No help for him, not clearing the point, wasting the pulse bomb in the mix. This is all just a formality, this store. And look, ultimately Old Ocean, they're not even going to get the tap. Ru Hong has been a bit late on these beats as well. Every time there's a push with the title blast, Ru Hong, he wants the counter beat, but he's too close to Kivis, so he's scared to be popped, and he does not pop it until Kivis has already gone down. 0-2 start for them. Mad getting a high five by, what is that? That's Moby Dick. Moby Dick invited me. I was doing a private coaching session this morning before the stream, and Moby Dick invited me to the lobby during the private coaching session because he thought I was Bliss, because Bliss has the account Unter. Like, unbelievable. Alright guys, it is snack time. That's another way of saying that.
Mag's first map win. He's up to 50-50. Yeah, it just feels like, I don't know why they're so keen to play in this version of a comp, when it just feels really difficult for Jaehong in a lot of these situations. Because honestly, like, Heiser, Dart, even Becky, they're finding kills, they're finding trades in a lot of these situations, but it feels like Finn, Bliss, more survivability for the most part.
Harrison wants to play anything for an Avril Defector. Anything for an Avril Defector.
Asylum has been granted.
How are decent up-and-coming players convinced to throw their stage away by joining a team with Ru Hong? That team has aura, and they probably didn't have anywhere else to go.
Also, I feel like it's not like what team would they join that's better than Old Ocean?
It's like you can have Ru Hong in the main support slot, or you can have Search. I'd take Jaehong.
Yeah, like I think Old Ocean are actually looking pretty good to finish above. Like above Onside Gaming, I think it's really possible. I think certainly above MIR, above Cheeseburger. I think we're in a pretty reasonable situation, so.
Exclamation mark play, guys. Get in the race. We've got marbles to roll all day and all night. Watch Rob, because he asked a question. 60 seconds to get in the race. Old Ocean are not beating Cheeseburger. Hashtag 1 bite to win. Would you believe Old Ocean literally beat Cheeseburger 3-1 in the qualifying matches? Could have had Faith on a team. Faith is on a team. He's on Cheeseburger. Hashtag 1 bite to win.
He's burgering his cheese.
That was a different time. It was probably like 2 weeks ago.
I mean, it was a different time, sure, but yeah, we are. It wasn't even. I think it was quite literally last week.
It was last week. It was a different batch.
That was a different time. That was a long.
Hashtag bite back Agaburger. Nice. I like that.
Why does Liquipedia show Lip and Max are DMP? It's just because they've not played so far. It's not indicative of if they will or won't play in a stage. It's just because they've not played so far. You're basically, after the game start, you're DMP until you have P'd.
Xavier, can I get a check on your YouTube viewership to likes ratio? Because mine is currently a disgrace to the economy.
Ah.
Hello, Big Arms Jacob.
Misery loves company because mine is also disastrous. 146 views to 23 likes.
Yeah.
Surely we can get some likes going here.
So we can... Okay. I accept the trade, Jacob. Happy birthday, Frankie Tanky 22. Bracket. It's not his birthday. Close bracket. Let's boost the YouTube likes now, okay? Good little exchange.
That's an awful ratio. That's what I'm saying, Warm. Boost for likes.
No, not liking. Nice.
Can I get some 100 emojis in the YouTube chat as well? I feel like YouTube really underutilizes the ability to spam it here. We've got the confetti.
Yeah.
We've got a heart.
When you boost the
100.
likes, make sure to drop an emoji in the chat. Like, drop the, you know, like the seriously? Drop the seriously if you can when you're boosting the likes. I know that I'm starting to really ask some pretty intense labors from you, but like, look in the emoji list and drop the seriously.
Because
I think
LeBron for the seriously.
I think YouTube chat matters. The chat matters. Exclamation mark minus 10,000 likes from Simon BILK. First time chatter in my Twitch. That has been following for more than a year. Awesome. Awesome.
Finally had something to say. Sure, using their words carefully.
Simon, a man of few words, has to... Oh heavens. What's his name? Beetlejuice? That's definitely...
Wait, we've got a bois Garimo, but it's so small, it's bite size. Can we get a bigger burger, please?
1 bite to win.
Thank you, Rob, for the 11 months. When does this team replace if it was Faith instead of Jae-Hong on his team? Surely Cheeseburger was not his first option. Now, from my understanding, I reckon it was very much like a Faith versus Bliss throwdown for the Zeta division spot. And then whoever loses that only has bum options.
Faith had no chance on that team.
Thank you, Polux, as well, for the 3 months.
Some real titans there. Oh, Dennis.
Inflate the burger. Upsize. Yeah, we get a super size on this burger.
Faith had no chance? Dude, let me look up Faith's age right now. Faith, Overwatch age. Faith has no mates in the Korean. Faith has no mates in the Korean community, and he's 23 years old. He'll be 24 this year. That guy's dead in the water. That guy's never getting onto a good Korean team again. It's just not happening. It just doesn't work that way. You get past a certain age, and if you're not rated as a god tier player by then, you're never gonna like be able to sneak your way back in. Even if he's obviously like a good choice, like I think he's probably like in many ways a better pick than Blissey after the year that Blissey and Faith have both had respectively. It's just not gonna happen, you know? Like he just doesn't have like the reputation as like a good player. He doesn't have the social capital to social engineer his way into the team like Meg has. Like it's just not happening. I don't hate Bliss. I'm just saying that Bliss hasn't had a very good year.
Cloutless.
Yeah. Tennis. Can't even spell Faith right, Shiro. Nah, Mag can still become a god tier player. Give him another season. Just give him a few more. Zanar, that's 2 in a row, by the way. You've played this map twice, and twice you've come second. 22-year-old improver on main support. What happened to OG? Is he still posting LFTs? No, now he's posting LFGs. He's looking for gigs now. He's a DJ in Korea. Same vibe, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard Spilo's actually throwing him a pity gig. Ooh, Suravasa. First one of stage.
Yeah,
Genji banned from Old Ocean.
Suravasa has had a rework done where some of the spawns have been like very slightly opened up, and there's a glowy
There's a
blue
puddle
thing.
now
Yeah,
on,
the puddle
A.
that makes it hard to see a Kitsune rush on the point.
Yeah, I think someone was saying Junkrat traps as well are also particularly good on that point now.
This is the worst.
So maybe someone will factor that in.
I just started the race. Like, I'm gonna hide them. This is bad form from me. But yeah, like New Junk City got like mega overhauled. Like they changed so much, like opened up all of the different points, and then Suravasa, like as not to be left out, just got some blue shit on the ground.
It's mainly the bits they've changed on Suravasa are mainly the bits where you don't actually like just the bits you walk through to get to where the fights are happening a little bit more.
It's like spawns that weren't getting spawn camped anyway. Yeah. Suravasa got boxes also. Where are the boxes?
I think probably point E is the one they've made the most changes to. And like alongside the puddle, they also made that corridor wider.
Oh, Squid dropped a play in the YouTube chat. Hello, Squid. You have a little wrench because you're a channel manager. That's crazy.
He's managing.
Guys, be sure to like the video to get ad breaks. Yeah, that's it. He'd probably get more likes on the stream if he paid attention to us. Doubtful, Michael Loring, to be honest. When Zeta was looking for a main support, there was this underrated support player that not many people knew about that was a free agent. I believe his name was Violet with a 2. Unfortunately, they kicked Violet off and have never been the same team ever since. Elfaps.
Crazy that, isn't it?
Weird that.
You kick a really good player and the team gets worse? I can't figure it out. I see you, LeBron. We'll get Gavin back for sure as well. Don't give up hope on Gavin. He'll be back.
Alright, we're back. Rujo Homies from Lucio. Again, this is just no good, is it? They're actually just going to have Jaehong on Lucio for an entire season. He's just going to get shit on all the time. Why didn't Zeta sign you? My Korean was too good. Bliss over to the Wu Yang. He actually had a pretty respectable showing on the Wu Yang when he played it on Junkertown versus Cheeseburger. But we'll have to see whether or not he can make it happen on a more open map where he's going to be under a lot more pressure. Suravasa, lots of flanks, lots of open space. Heiser already hacked up by Pelican though. Mega health pack already secured as well. Be careful, Heiser. You're on the run, mate.
He's on the lam, he manages to get out, but he's going to be out of this fight for a while. Another hack comes through onto Dart, forces him back. We're seeing a different choice here. Zeta going to lean into the Sombra versus Old Ocean on the Venture. This first point in particular might be quite difficult for the Venture, lots of big spaces. Hack is going to be cancelled and Pelican is on the run, double pocket coming through, so he'll be fine for all of that. Zeta Division have a greater cap progress so far as Heiser's contesting this high ground, forces Mag down for now. The Pelican's getting in position, another hack onto the ball, and just ruining all of the cycles that Heiser wants to do, giving Mag more opportunities, more uptime than Heiser.
But Pelican is so happy. He's making life hell for poor little Heiser, even for Dart. You can see now Old Ocean, they're all backed up in a corner. With a comp like this, if you're all backed up in a corner, the only way you can win is if Mag throws the game. And it doesn't look like that's happening right now as Mag comes in the back line, gets a slam, takes down Kivis. Rujae Hong, a little bit late on that peel, comes back in, boops Mag to the side. Not going to get much done with that. Slam comes out into Heiser. He's actually swapping over to the Winston. Had enough of being manual hacked by Pelly. And I don't know if I like the look of this one. I think that the Winston is a good pick, ultimately.
Yeah, I think the swap's reasonable. We saw a lot of the problems there. Pelican was able to just punish and force Heiser away. Even the times he didn't die to the hack, he was still just forced out of a fight for a prolonged period of time. But Winston now allows him to be a little bit more direct. Harder for Pelican to find as vulnerable a target to bully. Mines come through from Mag, slam onto the backline. Suzu is good from Kivis, but hack over top means they're going to kill him anyway, regardless of that. Becky's now booped and hacked, recalls out of both of those. But the chase is on for Alfie if he wants it. Looking for this Lucio too as Jaehong tries to keep him at bay. But eyes on this pulse bomb potentially. Hack comes through from Pelican too. More pressure onto Jaehong. He's going to get round the corner. I think he'll be okay for now, but only one more chance, and Heiser dies so late.
Oh, Heiser going down like this, it makes Old Ocean's tap a disaster. Rujae Hong is on the run, being chased down by 3 members of Zeta Division. Looks like Dart was soft position to maybe tap, but opts not to instead. So Old Ocean, they're just going to let this one completely slip through to the keeper as Zeta Division. I mean, they haven't had to use anything but Mag's Minefield right now. Not a great look for Old Ocean as Heiser jumps in, throws down the bubble, doesn't catch much of anything, and now they just need to rotate. But instead, Pelican, high tempo EMP, 2-for-1 trades as Belly will go down. The Kivvies and Dart are both going to fall. Jaehong soon to follow. The Pulse Bomb comes out into Alfie, but he's Suzu'd. Nice one, Finn. And Old Ocean, Pulse Bomb for EMP, not a terrible trade, but now Pelly's on Reaper.
Yeah, keeping the swaps coming, just playing to make the tank's life as hard as possible. First the Sombra into the Bull, now the Reaper into the Winston. This is going to make Heiser have a pretty difficult time with some of these ult trades, but the fact that they have double support ult coming back, Old Ocean should be good. But another big slam, Kivers can pocket Jaehong through that. Now, Finn lining up this Kitsune rush, but Heiser's just dead in the main before anything, and this is easy for Zeta Division right now.
Yeah, it feels like Heiser takes a turn in main, but the backline is constantly getting caught on rotation. They're never able to make it happen, so Heiser just not getting the resources that he requires, maybe taking one step too far, or maybe the backline just a little bit too slow, a little bit too sluggish, a little bit too 33, pushing 34 years old. Old Ocean, so many ultimates around the corner now. Kitsune rush on the point, not that we can see it because of that little blue puddle that they've added. Pelican TP's on towards the objective. You can see Finn on the run being chased down by Heiser, self-casts the ultimate. He will land that one onto Heiser, but Heiser has the Primal Rage at 25 HP. He's unable to get it off, and maybe it's a good thing that he didn't get it off because Mag has taken down Jaehong with the Minefield, and 4 members of Cold Ocean have died.
Yeah, didn't see exactly what happened, but Mag finds huge value with that. Denies the beat coming out, means that he just can't invest for Primal either. They're going to have one more attempt at this point. And they do have Primal, they do have beat to do it. Zeta Division invested 3 ults in that previous fight. There is an opportunity, but Heiser has to Primal early. Go in for it, trying to find someone to connect with as Pelican is still lurking around, trying to punish someone as Old Ocean are forced to go quickly. Kivers has his Suzu and TP Force, gets away from everyone for now, and Old Ocean are back on point here, still have that beat.
Oh, we got a little bit of the map rework here. You can see there's a little ledge now on the opposite side. Jaehong playing that one to perfection. Beat push comes out, but Alfie still manages to find a trade onto Becky. We've got to keep our eyes on Pelican here. He's got that Death Blossom. He could rip the spin at any given moment. Now he pops the Fade after the Wraith. There could be a spin, especially with no Suzu available for Kivy. He's got to be so careful. Hyde is actually just going to go down. Pelican doesn't even need to spin in order to win. A Zeta Division going to take a 2-0 lead here. Suravasa slipping through their fingers.
Yeah, I feel like the Winston swap would feel better for Heiser, but he's just getting bullied all around. Feels like he's never really able to find these timings to engage. In reality, you would look at, say, a Wu Yang and a Kiriko backline and feel this is maybe a little bit less survivable than the Lucio Kiri, but it's not been the case so far. Bliss and Finn don't seem to have too many problems dealing with Heiser, who now makes his way onto the Hazard, a hero who's also excelled on in the past here. But now Old Ocean, Kiri, Lucio, Hazard, expect this to be the sort of comp where really now Finn and Bliss should be put under the most scrutiny.
Finn and Bliss right now. Oh, hang about. Pelican's just going to take down Becky before the fight can even start. Heiser, yeah, he's on an individual carry roll, but there's actually no scrutiny for the backline because Pelican can just solo kill. This skin is insane, by the way. Not trying to encourage people to consume, but look at that reload. Now you can see Zeta Division again with the cap. We need a carry performance from somebody on the side of Old Ocean. We already know that it's not going to be Jaehong coming through with that one, but Zeta, just big old bank. Pelican holding the top. Got to be careful with the spin at any given moment, but he's just going to TP out.
In control of this one, and Zeta Division happy to slow it down as they have control of the point. Kitsune Rush comes out. It's a little bit shallow, actually, here, just to try and deal with Heiser, force him back. But Old Ocean have kited that one out. Kivers with a much later Kitsune Rush from this high ground now. Dart looking to try and find a connect off that. Minefield will be used on point. Heiser low on HP, will get taken down by Alfie. Becky with a good stick. No tanks for either side now. Pelican booped off that high ground. They're still trying to find a way in. Dart did throw that tectonic shock into all of it, but doesn't find anything all that much. And Alfie, you can just play cleanup.
Alfie just going to clean house here. I mean, there's only 30% remaining for Old Ocean. So difficult for them. Jaehong's only 50% to another one of those beat drops. You can see Blissy holding on the flank, presses his shift for no particular reason. Butterfingers, I suppose. Not the sponsor for the Overwatch League 6 years ago either. As we can see now, Zeta Division pushing towards the spawn. Going to throw down the Tidal Blast onto Pelican. Recall from Becky is still going to help him dodge that one. And out of respect, we're just going to get no touch from Old Ocean. An easy 2-0 lead here for Zeta Division.
Yeah, I have to feel like we're approaching a situation where there has to be some kind of Lucio ban coming out from Old Ocean here, but it does feel like they kind of just want to play this version of the comp, right? Like, Zeta Division are happy to play the Kiriko Wu Yang. Just feel like that would be really viable for Old Ocean in terms of their players' hero pools, but no interest. Thank you, Jarrett P23, for the 4 months tier 1.
Yeah.
Pelican never used his Reaper ult. True. Didn't need it.
Almost 67. I don't know. I can't understand. They're going up against Blissey. Just ban the Lucio. Put Jaehong on something that isn't Lucio. Call it a day.
Good work on this Bwaga emote as well, actually. It looks apart.
What if instead of C9 it was C67? Oh. Jaehong on Lucio, what? You're saying what everyone's thinking, man.
Voice of the people.
Now we just need that guy to start coaching. 6-7? Yes, beat him. First time
learning
6-7.
Korean.
Just play the damn Roblox race.
Just roll one up, will ya?
Don't make me do the Seth Rogen laugh. Yeah, I got no, it's not. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not in the mood, okay? Not today.
You're not in the mood.
I'm gonna watch
Something
Harrison.
wrong?
I love watching this Avril defector. Like, I need to check. I need to like go and check Avril's viewer list. You know, like is this guy just like popping in and out? Is he playing both sides of the fence right now? Yeah. Is he double dipping the chip? I'm gonna check it out. 6-7 faps. Oh my god. That's an immediate addition, I'm afraid.
And 99-1 on the odds right now, if anyone believes in the old ocean.
I can't add it to my emote set. Conflicting
Which
name.
one?
Do we already have it? 6-7 paps. Is that... I think that's better than the one that's already there. So, remove the one that's already there. And add that one. I'm only here, says Harrison. And then uses my soft kissing emotes. Amazing. 1 minute on the race.
We're up to 5% for Old Ocean.
Are those Preds for next mile?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
heavens.
99-1 for a while, but we've got a little bit. We got a little bit of change on Old Ocean here.
Boost.
Thanks, LeBron.
LeBron watch?
That's for one.
Defector.
Where's the quick play reward? My computer can't handle the stream and the playing the Overwatch at the same time, which feels like a fundamental problem with such a reward.
If I don't win this marbles race, unspeakable things will happen. Tell me more.
It's the 2K streaming, which is the thing. I know I've got the 2K off right now, but the two aren't compatible, which is why I turned it off.
What's not compatible?
Like when I do the 2K streaming, the demand on the GPU and the CPU is too much to play the Overwatch.
Yeah, I think it's because your computer isn't in 2K, so you're doing some sort of like artificial
a lot of
upscaling on
work.
the client side for no reason.
It's like a lot of work. Plus, I'm streaming. I'm doing it to Twitch. I'm doing it to YouTube, and I'm recording. So it's really asking a lot of the GPU. Not when you in and say,
Yeah.
run this game as well, will you? It's a step too far.
We try to keep it realistic with what we ask of the GPU. Brian. Look at you go.
Mag out.
Mag out. Oh. It's unwinnable now.
Probably going to leave it. Yeah, like I think the actual setup would be to have like a stream PC and a playing PC, but that feels like such an egregious use of my money for a guy who mainly just watches like YouTube streams.
You're not even playing games.
You know, like, yeah, like, should I buy a second computer so we can do a quick play rewards channel redeem? It doesn't feel like I'm quite gonna get the return on investment I'm hoping for with such a thing.
Before I realized
Don't
how
say
easy
yes.
it was to do reruns, like with the VLC thing, I was contemplating a stream PC for that when I was like in the thick of my reruns arc. But hey, what happened to you, Ryan? Now Rerunter is unfortunately dead, so
You're not going to rerun? What about when you get the big host?
maybe when I get the big host, but not like day to day, like on these, you know?
Yeah.
Because I thought like
I know.
I could have been live for a week straight already. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I was thinking maybe on like the big weekends, you know, when it's like all three regions are in play, I might just sort of keep the stream going between Korea and EMEA and just rerun Korea during that time because it's just a couple of hours.
yeah, I was intending to do that because it was like I'd probably like wind up waking up at night and then doing all of those regions like back to back to back. Like I'd wake up for Korea,
Yeah.
and there's just no time for the nap in between, really. But
Yeah, I was thinking just like do the Korea, go have lunch, and then just come back like an hour or so or whatever before EMEA.
yeah,
Because you're basically at the PC, you're at the stream the entire time anyway.
yeah, I think it's probably really fine to like bang on some reruns between Korea and EMEA because there's like that awkward time period in between. It's like a 4-hour period where you don't really want to drop all your viewers from Korea, but you also don't want to be live for like 14
You need
hours.
like a break. Yeah, it's like your only chance to have a bit of a day.
Yeah, I'd love to have a day that starts at midnight and ends at 3 a.m. So yes, Super weekends are going to be really fun, I think.
Just run Unter type ads for a stage and you make that money back. I feel like you've softened your
Me?
your ad rate. Yeah.
I feel like I'm still running heaps of them. I'm just manually running them in the breaks. Like with WDG, it just works, you know. Like
Yeah. The
yeah,
EMEA and NA is really hard because they like, you know, like even sometimes when I go and get a drink, it'll be like, fuck, the next map's starting, you know? We're only like 2 or 3 minutes between maps.
301 Zach, dominant finish, Cant 3, Nuclear 4. Yeah, it's W flats would be good. If we could get a W flats and people have put flats into the W faps thing, that would be fucking awesome. Somebody do that, please.
Cook it up.
Yeah, cook it up.
No Unter 2 channel like flats, which is really healthy for the scene with drops. Thanks, Toby. When are we going to get the Unter 2, the Unter VODs Twitch channel that's just permanently up?
Oh god. Doesn't gel well with drops programs, does it, you know? People just want a 24/7 stream of consciousness of their comfort streamer. Faps Pog.
Prime Unter would have given me an ad break in between me typing that question and you answering it.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing is that I just clicked the button. Like,
yeah. Honestly, my favorite one is when someone says something that's just like a bit wank, and then you say 3-minute ad. That's the one where it's like, you know what?
You've triggered that part of my brain.
You know what? It's not funny enough. 3-minute ad.
Like you wanted a reaction out of me, and you got one. It just wasn't the one that you wanted.
Using it as like a stick essentially to punish. Do better next time. Why don't you?
How are we feeling about Junker Queen's place in the meta? She looks maybe alright in
Absentee.
ranked. Maybe alright in ranked, but at the top end, Hazi looks alright. Ball looks alright. Like, feels like other heroes are bigger beneficiaries. Where Slop? Streaming on YouTube, so the Slop is just a marbles race for the duration of the games, and then, yeah. Midwit 24 with the first time play. True to your name, you have completely missed the race. And Jelly Misu, another midwit coming in with a very late play. Well done.
Hollywood, Diva ban from Old Ocean. Still not targeting this Lucio, but they did play Anna Wu Yang here yesterday, so I think we will be seeing Jaehong back in his signature.
Why have they not banned Lucio for 3 maps versus Bliss when Jaehong is their Lucio player?
I mean, it's actually now up to 6 maps they failed to ban Lucio when Jaehong is their Lucio player.
Reverse sweep starts here, I heard. We did that. Nice.
This is their best chance yet. This one they'll get a little bit. They're going to force Bernard to probably play Hazard here, which isn't really bad for Bernard at all, but it gets him off for Diva at least.
All right, I'll remind you in 15 minutes about the pizza. Timer. 15 minutes. Done.
Are you timing your chat's pizza for them?
Yeah, someone asked for a 15-minute reminder about the pizza, so I'll let you know in 15 minutes. Skoda Fabio. All right. Is that a Freya man on the left?
It was indeed. Doesn't seem all that consequential.
Should I make 2 or 3 hot dogs? 3, definitely. Hello, Dr. Suleiman. We did that.
The good doctor's in the house.
Good doctor is in the house, elevating and excelling. Across the kingdom. Unter, should I sleep or watch this series in your ads? Watch the series, then go to sleep with the stream still up so you keep consuming the ads all night long. Cheers.
Never stop consuming.
Exactly
Lager.
right. Lager. Alright, what do we see here? We see Jaehong on Weaver in spawn. Probably not long for this world. I feel like everything that Old Ocean are hovering right now just has to be bait. Like, there's no way. I know Alien's a hit scan player, but there's no way he has the gall to play Ashe in 2025 when Sojourn's still in the game. There it is. There's the swap.
Yep. No Ghoul, Alien, as they all call him, and we're going to get Gafrium coming in here as well. We'll be just loading straight into that ball. Jaehong is toying with the idea of walking out on Weaver here, but just going to pull back here as they get information on what Zeta Division are running. And it's going to be very similar looking comp, but we do see Old Ocean, Wu Yang, Kiriko here. Mostly a mirror. The big question is going to be Alien survivability into this double flex DPS and Hazard dive. That's Zeta Division going to be throwing at them.
Yeah, very much Alien going to be under the most pressure here. Jaehong on the Wu Yang. Have we seen this at all yet, or is this a first time Wu Yang for Wu Jaehong as well? This could be.
He played Anna last time. I think they did this.
I don't think we've seen it at all yet. So yeah, let's see if the old man's still got it. You can see Becky's on the run though, completely losing the side as Kivis doesn't manage to connect many shots. They're just going to concede that space early on, but now they're stepping back up for it again. You can see Old Ocean actually have bodies on the point right now, close to a tick. Burner comes swinging in from the top rope. He slashes onto Alien, but Alien has escaped. But now he's walled the backline in, and Gafrium is just going to be taken down. Wave comes out from Wu Jaehong, but as is expected from a 33-year-old man, his cooldown was a little bit late.
Yeah, nicely played by Bernard there. Has the late one, but Alien and Becky are finding trades. They're not quite out of it yet. Becky under more pressure, has the recall still. Damage onto Pelican, trying to get a late trade here if he can. Blinks away from Alpha Yi. Pelican half HP, but Becky's managed to stabilize. Bit of pocket. They can keep pressuring the point here. Gafrium's on that now, but it's Pelican who dies. Yeah, isolated. Jaehong cleans that one up. Now he's got full pocket, full control of this high ground. And Zeta Division have a difficult retake. Suzu is out. Finn still takes damage from that one. Both supports down to half HP as they group up and try and survive Becky's pressure. They're still both low. First tick is gone. Gafrium comes in to finish the job. Lots of pressure onto Bernard now. Gafrium is walled out, actually has to try and survive this. Bernard really wants to push it, but the pocket is good from Old Ocean, and they keep it contained. That's a second tick. Alfie with a stick available behind now, looking for his opportunity. He's just going to blink away and try and clear the front line, but they need the touch. Alfie recalls onto point. Pelican's coming to join him, but he dies for this one. Kitsune Rush coming out of spawn. Tidal Blast goes out from Bliss before he dies, but Becky's got one as well. Big trades from all of it. The stun is there. Downpour, not quite available yet for Gafrium, but with the player advantage, it might be enough. Gafrium's going to deal with that. Downpour comes out from Bernard. He thinks he can win it. He kills one. It's a 1v1. Hazard on the point now. Going for all of it. Wall comes out. Bernard has no choice but to stay. The supports are back. Bernard needs the heals. Can't get it. And the cap, it should go through now, surely. One more touch from Pelican, but it's not enough. They have to give it up in the end.
Unbelievable stuff. Burner's so good in this Hazard v Hazard. You can see he's so good in the neutral, but then every time his wall comes out, he's always cucking Guthrium. Every time Guthrium needs healing, suddenly the backline is blocked out for Old Ocean. Really, Burner, a masterclass on the Hazard. But Rouge Hong did such a good job playing live throughout that entire scene. Alien finds kills, Rouge Hong, good peel all throughout the fight, good damage, really solid from Old Ocean at the end of the day. It took them a while to cap the first point, but they're going up against prime Burner right now on the Hazard, so really no surprises. Bliss up on the high ground now, just poking away. Hong's 50% of the way to another Tidal Blast, but you can see he's already 50% HP. He's taking a lot of damage early on. Old Ocean, they've got some free car push here, but they need to claim top if they want to get much more progress.
Downpour comes out from Guthrium to try and punish that. Does lock up Burner. Can they find the kill? Kitsune rush over the top to try and finish it. Pelican trading into the back though takes a lot of the attention, and Pelican confirms 1 kill off it as well. He'll have to just reset after this, but they have Hazard advantage, and Pelican might be surrounded here. It's going to have a hard time getting out. Runs into Kiviz. Maybe it's actually Kiviz who's in more danger. Kiviz will survive as well. Player advantage will continue as they get that Pelican kill as well, and now Old Ocean can really get the car moving.
It's just a classic case of Zeta Division starting to lose because they sub out Mag. Mag known for being a winner, required in order to dominate Old Ocean. You can see now up on the high ground, Guthrium's taken that space. Burner, he wants to at least try contesting it, but Finn is actually on it. That's going to be Bliss out in the open. Needs to be careful not to be caught out. Burner slashes in onto Alien. Alien pulls the overclock, takes the elevator back up onto the high ground. You see he hasn't taken the major overclock perk. He's taken no perk at all. He doesn't even have a tier 1. I was going to say he took the slow, but he's just got nothing. Pulse comes out onto Hong though. He's got no target. Not going to be able to self-heal through that one. So Old Ocean, 1-for-1 trades. Little dicey now for them.
Yeah, the trades will slow them down here, and it means both teams will get a chance to stabilize a little bit. Double support all available for Zeta Division. Hong does have that Tidal Blast as well, so very likely it's going to go in the direction of both Tracers here, which will make the next fight very volatile. Again, trades favor the defenders at this point, as both teams are trying to line it up. Bliss trying to contest the high ground now as these orbs are traded from both Wu Yangs.
Thank you for the follow, Grizzy Wizzy Lizzy. Bliss on the low ground right now. He's got the Tidal Blast. He's looking for a target, but there's no rush. Really trying to be reactive at the moment. Pelican's going to be the recipient of that Tidal Blast. Rouge Hong, he's going to be taxed. He's going to Ajax his Tidal Blast as well. They dashed onto him. They took him down right as he attempted a self-cast there. Could not get it off. And Old Ocean, this is really bad news for them now. Only a minute 20 remaining on the clock, and Hong losing that Tidal Blast. Last turn he died to a Pulse Bomb. This turn he's died to all the pressure in the world. Suddenly Old Ocean need to retake top. They've still got an ultimate deficit. Not looking good at all for them.
No hard. You can see Bliss just throwing orbs into this corridor, making it as difficult as possible for them to clear Alfie out of this. And it's really... They need a bit of car pressure. They need to try and get Becky through underneath just to try and pull them back. But Becky's going to die on that adventure as well. So more time off the clock now for Zeta Division. And that's going to give them a chance to build a DPS ult as well.
TP out from Kibbies, but Alfie actually getting caught out in the mix. Downpour comes out from Guthrium. Burner doesn't block it, but will block a lot of the damage coming in at him. Kitsune Rush comes out from Finn, and you can see Burner, Bliss, Pelly, everybody's just crashing out towards Old Ocean spawn. Even though they lost the first man, everybody that followed was going to be an Old Ocean death, so not ideal. Ooh.
Kitsune Rush advantage for Kiviz coming back. Alien's going to have the overclock very soon, maybe to open up a bit more of this space. The problem is Old Ocean, they have to rush it, and that's going to make Pelican and Alfie, their opportunities with these ults, a lot bigger, just to find a straggler, find someone split from the rest of the team. You see Becky going underneath now to get that touch as we head into overtime. Suzu out already from Kiviz here, so Pulse Bomb Blade, both viable. Big splash coming through. Pulse Bomb is out, half health. Kitsune Rush forced from Kiviz, but he dies as he uses it. It's Kitsune Rush not in the greatest position, but it does touch Cart a little bit, but Becky's going to die as well. Blade in the back now as well. Eddie's going to try and slide away, but Pelican is not done with him yet. Has the dash to confirm the kill, and it's going to be an easy hold on second in the end for Zeta.
Yeah, it's a real tough one for Old Ocean. Felt like their windows of opportunity. It was the clock turn. It was the next turn when Rouge Hong had that Tidal Blast, but Alfie with his sticky fingers, he gets it done. He really shuts down Old Ocean's snowball. Same goes for that overclock turn with Alien. As soon as he was forced off the high ground, as soon as he couldn't play top in a strong position and just beam down from above, really lost a lot of opportunity there. And then once the card is stopped, once the high ground is conceded by Old Ocean, they spent so long to cap first, they were never really able to reclaim top on second point after they lost it. Not ideal.
No, not at all. And now Old Ocean on the verge of losing this matchup here. Need a very strong hold did see a little bit of signs of life at certain times. You know, Gafriam actually coming in, looking pretty competitive on the Hazard, all things considered. Alien, relatively quiet, I think. It's maybe been the nature of a lot of the hit scans we've seen compared to maybe what we saw at the mid-season championship, where the hit scans were able to take over in a lot of these situations. Alien, opportunities few and far between.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, I think Rujang has actually had a surprisingly good showing on the Wu Yang. I mean, if this is the standard of Wu Yang that he's capable of playing, really don't understand why they haven't been banning out Lucio on Koth, you know? Yeah, it's taken 6 maps of OWCS career for him to pick it once. Why don't we just get a Lucio ban on one of the maps where Blissey actually wanted to play the Lucio and go for this comp instead? Imagine having this comp at your fingertips and Mag is in the server instead of Burner. Because you can see Burner turning water to wine. How many times did we see Mag turn bread to fish? All I saw was Mag taking a big bite out of a loaf of bread, but no conversions on it in maps 1 and 2.
I gave Mag all of my bread to turn it into a load of fish, and there was just no bread at the end. No fish either. Completely robbed. And now Bernard is going to be going over onto Zarya for this attack. Onto the Zarya now. Have a lot of these bubbles to turbocharge Pelican's engages as well. Expect those to go away. But backline, Bernard already has 1 billion energy, but the wall engage is going to put him under a lot of pressure. Double pocket coming through, and Bernard will be trying to beam down Alien. Can't confirm the kill, but his energy is so high now. They have to be so careful dealing with him, and Bernard is going to keep walking forward. 1
more bubble for Burner. He's taken all the space on the map. He's all out of bubbles now, but he's taken the map. And that means that he can just run down Alien. He's going to run down Kivi's as well. Kivi's mid-air is going to hit the shot. But Gathrium right now, he's looking for more. He's up on the high ground, playing for a reset. He gets the slash, but he can't get the kill. And Zeta Division with 100 charge Zarya on the point, with both supports alive. I think it's just going to be an easy first point cap here. No shades of Old Ocean's attack.
Yeah, Zeta Division walk up there through the first choke. Bernard just acting as the bait for the rest of the team. Obviously, the Genji, the Tracer, can play quite independently from that as well. So Bernard just self-bubbles a lot of nose ones, gets a load of energy, and then the pushback there. They take over the entire map, and then Old Ocean just can't quite find the engage in time. And now a very good situation for Zeta Division. 5 minutes for the second point, and a slight ult advantage as well.
Badass Orphan with the good vibes. Welcome to the stream, Badass Orphan. Everybody say hello. Now Old Ocean, high ground, control. Alien, he needs to carry from this position. All of the marbles are in his hand right now. They're playing for it all, and he's the man that needs to bring them over the finish line. Kitsune Rush available for Kivis, but really Old Ocean, they don't want to rush down to the low ground for this fight. They want to maintain position. They want to allow Alien to carry from top. Keep some spacing away, but somebody's got to block the cart. Now we see Tidal Blast comes out from Blissey. It's on Pelican. He's going to hit the stun up on the high ground, and bad news for Alien. You're dead. Downpour from Gathrium, no trade from Becky. Blissey has gone down, so it's a 4v4. Cart's not currently being blocked though, so Zeta Division, with every second that goes by, they get closer and closer to calling this a fight win. They've pushed past the choke, they've pushed past the center point of second point, and really, I mean, this is a fight win even if they win by trades.
Gathrium's dived in for it as well, lots of pressure, but Pelican traced that now with the blade. Tidal Blast rather, not enough to get them over the line. And now Alfie going to get the Tracer kill at the end. They're just chasing down this Kiriko behind. They still have the grab for this final fight, and this is going to be a nightmare difficulty retake for Old Ocean as they have to come through a tiny choke to try and touch, and they're probably going to get grabbed on the way through.
Yeah, you got Burner holding forward. Gathrium just instantly dead going for the touch. Burner's not even going to use the grab. He's going to save it for tomorrow. Grab comes out as the slow motion begins, and it's going to be an easy 3-0 here for Zeta Division. None of the cracks that we saw showing versus Cheeseburger being replicated here on day 3 of OWCS career. Their day 1 debut was absolute wank. But here on day 3, tightened it up quite a lot. You can see Pelican's been hitting the gym. He's looking muscular, vascular, absolute demon. And yeah, no, a much more solid showing here for Zeta Division. Even Mag got a couple of licks in on his maps. Let's get some more really seriouslys in the YouTube chat if we can. I love the seriously. And for the guy that wanted a timer, 15 minutes for your pizza, 1 minute and 53 seconds since I started it, and I started it about 30 seconds after you asked. So yeah,
that's beautiful timing. With you get the whole map, your pizza's just about to get ready.
Yeah, I'd go check on the pizza. No, not seriously. In my Twitch chat, in the YouTube chat.
Morning, Nib.
Truth a little bit. No way Crazy Raccoons lose a match. I believe that they can manage that. I believe that they can lose a match. It's not 3. Way have banned out Echo, which I can't say I understand. And then Crazy Raccoons.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, like I feel like Tracer or Genji would probably be a better shout on the bans, but what do I know? And then the Kiri ban, which kind of hurts, you know, the Kiri main support guy a lot. Oh, heavens.
So yeah, wonder now if we're going to see like Lucio Wu Yang. I feel like that's the way some teams have gone previously with this. The Echo feels like a bit of a weird one though, because it does maybe open up a Pharah pick for Hisang even more, potentially, on a map that's pretty good for it as well. You see, I'll give up first ban. Hold on, I'm going to rewind for a second. I'll have to do a sync. Oh. Yeah, they must have done right what you had for first ban. So yeah, I guess they gave up first ban, which is... Maybe they sort of just don't care because they kind of expecting to play a lot of similar stuff.
Did they CR gave up the first ban?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't really know what the approach is there. Like what the theory is behind that. Second ban, just let them ban out Jumpman's ball early on. They choose not to. It's going to be ball v ball. Everyone's dropping Sonjins in the chat as well. Looks like we're in the game as well. But I'm not going to count those danger
We are
numbers.
indeed.
No free lunch here.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25,
Yeah.
24,
Nice.
23. Easy. All right, different directions then. Looking like for the backline. Lisu Min are going to be playing the Lucio with the Wu Yang. Shu going to try and play the Ana here. Wouldn't be surprised if he rolls out high ground and just tries to play in that sort of power position at the back. Other than that, very much expecting us to line up with a Bull, Genji, Tracer Mirror, which will be pretty much both teams' sort of course for large parts of this series.
Nice nuclear. I do feel like this Ana is quite a greedy pick, in all honesty. It's Shu. So if you can get away with a greedy pick, if one man in the entire world was to be the person to get away with it, it would be Shu. But we are playing Tracer, Genji, Ball here, right? Lots of really high mobility, really dangerous characters. And that means that there could be a real risk to Shu taking a whole lot of damage at any given point. You can see Marker playing inside right now, safe position, outer line of sight of where Shu can potentially contest. Slam comes out from Mir Gaming. It has landed behind him onto Jumpman, but it will not catch Spin. Way have got bodies on the point now, but this means Shu can step up to the point. He's looking for a nade angle over on the coast. Dash comes out from Sonjin trying to contest, but now he's in so much trouble. Nade splashes onto 8 at the same time, so his recall is forced. And by the numbers, Crazy Raccoon are taking this fight.
Nearly have first flip way if they could maybe sneak point, but I don't think they've got the bodies to do it now, so we'll be forced back. Lee Soo-min busy peeling for Maka. It's not enough. Shu's going to confirm that one with a kill. And Shu has been kept alive through all of this, just sort of hanging around that bottom right side. Milgaro doesn't make it out either. Will eventually be the first fight going their way. And Crazy Raccoon, a very quick tidal blast from this next fight too.
Tidal Blast should be available for Chirong in a matter of seconds, and Shu, even though he was hiding for an early portion of the fight, won't get it later on. Maka being dived early on as well, slam and a dash from Spin, but no kill converted. So they are closing on their own Tidal Blast at this point, 30% away. Aid's got a Pulse Bomb as well, but Chirong and Shu, both 90% plus on their support ultimate. So Crazy Raccoon, they've got the ult advantage right now, and they are being boxed up a little bit, though. Sonjin catches Chirong before he can actually get that blast off. Great start for Wei.
Shu doesn't quite have the nano yet either, so Wei are going to ramp up the pressure onto point, try and find the flip out of all of this. Nano comes through now onto Spin, diving into the back line, looking for it. Doesn't have too much to shoot at, turns his attention to the ball. Milgaro is low, Slam comes through from jumping back as well, but it's Hisang who dies next as well. Blade to keep going, jumping finishes off Lee Soo-min. Chance to keep going with the Blade, but they're all there. The nade is really good, Mine's on the point, should seal the deal for Crazy Raccoon, and they've held. They did actually give the flip, so the damage is mitigated a lot from Wei here.
Yeah, the flip, I mean, doesn't really benefit them all that much. It's only 9%. No ultimates actually invested by Wei there. Jumpin doing so much with that minefield, really zoning everybody out. Spint, he wasn't spinting in anybody's mouth when he received that nano boost, but he does stay the course. And now for the next turn, he's still got that ultimate Tidal Blast out onto Hisang, and he will connect it onto Marker. Marker's self-cast, but Hisang blinks away. No kill converted. 1-for-1 exchange. Hisang's hiding in spawn now. Spint's still up above, but Aid's tapping the point. Blade comes out from Spint in main. He's going for gold. Marker's fallen. Blade comes out. Oh, Sonjin.
Optimistic. Optimistic to try and take that one. Heesung's gone for a pulse. Hits Milgaru. Can't finish for kill though, I think. So Wei can play retake here. Another flip actually came through. I think that was Aid on point. He's going to stall it out for a little bit as well. Tries to play his life, but runs into Jumbin. So they're stealing percent in small in small transactions here, but they only have one more chance in this retake, but they do have a beat advantage push.
Unfortunately, there's no compound interest for Wei, so these tiny little percentages, they do actually need to amount to 100 by the end of the round, and by the numbers, Crazy Raccoon ahead on that one. Shu already has a second nano boost around the corner. This is so fast. Sonjin actually going to take down Spin early on, though. Beat push for Lee Min. Crazy Raccoon, they might just kite this one out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they keep trying to fight it. They've got that nano. Jumbin's about to have another minefield too, so Shu, if he can get an angle into Jumbin, he will throw the nano out. Jumbin rolls back in, goes for the slam. Milgaru's going to pop the minefield because Jumbin cannot counter slam him just yet, but now as he rolls up onto the point, Milgaru's down. Second minefield out from Jumbin, but he actually rolls into Milgaru's mine. A little bit of an unforced error from the Wrecking Wheel specialist. Aid mind controlled into those mines though, so still it's only supports remaining for Wei. 2 versus 3.
Yeah, Lee Min going to take over touch. Spin's going to chase that one down, but can't connect for dash. And there's no touch, actually. Lee Min had to... I guess Lee Min had to be responsible for that one, but doesn't make it. And Crazy Raccoon do close it out in the end.
Yeah, no, questionable one there from Jumbin after all of that. Thought that thought that Jumbin had made the worst error, but then Aid winds up going down anyway. Maybe it was a mind control situation, because I do feel as if with Jumbin being dead, doesn't seem entirely possible for a Tracer to be forced into those mines. Nice plays from Shu across the board. It feels like he's so slippery. Like, did they kill Shu once this entire round? I feel like they couldn't have, because he built 2 nano boosts in 120%. So really, like, so good at playing this Lijiang Tower Night Market, just constantly slipping away, constantly sneaking over between the flanks and finding nade and sleep value. Is Spin good, Unter? He's alright. He's pretty good at Genji, Rory. Hello, Rory. Stop adding me.
Hazard now from Milgaru on this rollout. Other than that, it's going to be the same comps from the previous one. Again, this should feel like a difficult map for Shu to get into positions. You see that defensive nade force early, and this time Milgaru pounces on it. This time they read Shu's position. They get on top of him immediately, and a big advantage now. Main source of healing gone. Jumbin is going to transfer some shields over to Spin to try and help that one out. But with this heal advantage, they can just walk forward as a group here, Wei, focus everything down, target by target, and they'll get the first flip.
Yeah, one by one, it does look like Wei are going to find these kills, but Milgaru's been slept up and naded by Shu all the way from spawn. Aid holding forward, but Milgaru's dead. Shu, come on. All the time. Stop it. Chirong finds a kill onto Sonjin as well. Aid dies off the map, would you believe? It's not even a pulse bomb death. And Crazy Raccoon, just egregious that they can win that fight. Absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy, really. Milgaru, after they got Shu so early, he somehow still manages to make the game-winning play. Shu coming back from spawn. Really seems improbable, but when will we learn our lesson? It is Shu after all. Now, trying to play retake Wei, get Milgaru into position. They have got onto Shu again. Sleep is a miss this time. Sunjin still pressuring with Lee Min as they try and close it down. Spin moves around to mark that side. Tidal Blast getting ever closer for Chirong, though, and that first ult turn could be brutal for Wei.
Yeah, Wei right now. They're swinging in. Dash on from Spin. He's on top of Lee Min. He's scrapping it out. But Milgaru, he is defensive on the hazard. He's actually going to catch out Spin. Counter dive. So good. Milgaru aggressing once again. But Chirong with the Tidal Blast. He's thrown it out onto Heesung. Heesung has caught the stun on Marker. The slam onto Lee Min now. But Milgaru again with the peel. So good. And Wei have leveraged the flip in all of this. Great performance from Milgaru. Even counterwalling Jumbin.
Yeah, both times there, Milgaru just occupying a little bit of space on point. Then when Crazy Raccoon try and make these aggressive moves with their DPS, he's just leaping to punish them there as well. Obviously, always scary for him to go for the Anna itself, because the sleep, the nade combo that we saw in the first fight can be so brutal. But now Wei back in control, and they have this beat push. Nano Blade is available. Minefield to start it from Jumbin now. Backing it up. Maka still has his Tidal Blast if they need it. Doesn't use it. Doesn't need to use it defensively now. Just trying to poke out Heesang, keep himself alive. Happy with this trade.
Lee Min, he had the beat drop, but he's being run down and he will fall. Maka, he's going to pop that Tidal Blast, but there's no kill converted off the back of it. The peel's too good for Crazy Raccoon. They're too fast. Spins now takes down Milgizzy, and with Milgaru going down, Wei, they don't stand a damn chance. They're going to give the flip up just as quickly as they secured it. And Crazy Raccoon, all it took was 2 ultimates. Wei just couldn't find the timings to match properly.
Yeah, but Nano Boost was countered out the Tidal Blast coming through from Maka. The beat should have been the win condition there, but Lee Soo-min couldn't get it off. And now a pretty good situation for Crazy Raccoon. They've got the Blade and the Pulse Bomb here. They're going to try and get Lee Soo-min's beat out early. They're going to use it all the way back here. And this is what Crazy Raccoon want. They force it out early with the Blade, but they need to try and get that Genji out. But Sunjin is on the chase, looking for Shu now. Trying to give him the jukes for sleep is perfect from Shu. Of course it is. He drops down, hits the nade as well. Lee Soo-min is 1 HP, but they don't convert that. No, they do convert that kill. Jumping can finish it. For the damage, it might be done. Chance to move in, trying to block Jumping from stalling this point out. But Wei have eventually converted that beat advantage.
A great conversion from Wei in the end. You can see the fight's not quite done yet. Spint is still aggressing, being pocketed from behind by Chirong and Shu both. Chirong's about to have another Tidal Blast, and every single time Heesung receives that blast, he gets in there, he hits the stun consistently. Their team plays fantastic on it. Milgari getting aggressive though, blocks off Shu's sideline, throws down the downfall, catches Spint. Great work from Milgizzy, the carry for Wei. Such a strong hazard, this guy. Korean Cuppa, they've been calling him.
Heesang is out on the right-hand side here, getting booped in, has no recall. They're going to use the Tidal Blast actually to try and turn this one around. Now so low, Chirong helps finish off that first one here. Chirong gets 2, and Chirong takes over the side fight now. Heesang can keep pushing this as well. Ada's on the back foot, Mack is trying to pocket it, but Heesang and Chirong, they're going to get it all done on the side, and just as quickly as they got the point, they're going to lose it again.
Wei just can't hold on for more than a couple of seconds. Addicted to the slip. And now Wei, they come back in. They've got Marker's Tidal Blast. That needs to be the difference maker here. There's no support ultimates online for Crazy Raccoon. Chirong and Shu, they have to be prime targets. But we're relying on a hit scan tracer to get it done. We're relying on Aid with the Tidal Blast to catch a kill. And you can already see Aid's gone over to the side. Not even going through main. Milgaru might be the beneficiary of that Tidal Blast if we're not careful. Mack is going to self-cast it. Catches nothing. Lee Soo-min is dead, and this is not what we needed, Wei. Starting to look a whole lot like a 0-2 scoreline versus Crazy Raccoon on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, it dies on the mind, trying to get onto it now, and Crazy Raccoon will be able to close it out as a result of that one there. And it feels like we're starting to see maybe a bit of a pattern here with the Tidal Blast defensively. I feel so much less consistent than the aggressive one, especially with these Traces and Genjis in play. Like, think Pelican in that previous series. Every time we got that Tidal Blast, felt like there was a clean connection and a kill. We've seen Traces been doing it all weekend. Feels like the defensive one just isn't worth it. Even if you do live, it's almost better to use it aggressively and just take a scrappy fight than it is to try and play the defensive game.
Oh, heavens. Let's get a mute going on the clean feed, because we've learned our lesson. Craig has shown us the way, and the way is to micromanage the clean feed on our end. Jake Sub, you won the race. Does anybody feel like rolling up some more marbles? Perhaps a different course. Hit the random track button. That could be the dopamine that I need. Return to Sender Original. Likely WoW with a first time marble. I might have to look into this. I can't find where the course starts. There we go. That pug in a suit. We're watching you for sure. I know you're not a first time chatter, but just a good, honest gimmick right there. Truly harmless. So fucking tough. I need some background noise.
That's what's nice about the, it's just like complimentary background noise.
He said that the Japanese stream doesn't have the ads. Do we trust him?
Yeah, do they have a clean feed, Vine?
I'm just listening to the Japanese sounds. That works. Like, I just want noise, right?
Oh, as in for your background, you mean?
Yeah, just some sounds.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I can keep the clean feed like video playing while it's muted, and I can just go like swap to Japanese broadcast sound.
See ya, Sam.
You say usually it's crazy? Do you mean to say that today we've fallen off, Jello Matthias? Is that the insinuation by prefacing that or prefixing that with the word usually? What do you mean by that? Let me know. Thank you.
Ooh. The jumping mines thing, you mean? Let's see, how far back are we going? Is it around here? It was a final minefield exchange. Maybe I was about there, actually. There it is. Ooh. Carefully over the mines. No. Still win this fight, so it all works out fine. Oh yeah, it's a new advert, San, in regards to the copyright stuff. To be fair, I think between the maps, we're normally just on this screen, and this screen's really fine. It's just one of the sponsors' new ads is causing the issue.
Oh, last time Overwatch, I think you missed the play. But we will be.
Should I spend 20 euros on marbles? You're getting yourself a skin.
20 euros?
That's got to be like a premium package. You probably get a sound for that. You get a car.
Bunnykins said that it cost $12 US to get an intro sound, a custom marble, a leopard print border. Like there's no way. And there's no way. 20 euros? What are you...
sound skin, etc.
You must be buying boosts. Like.
We've already had this conversation, San, but the TLDR is that it's not... I don't feel it's our responsibility to mute the stream and potentially miss the start of the map in between things, when in reality playing the advert on the screen is actually just also promoting the advert that the advertiser has paid to advertise anyway. So as an official co-stream, we would very much hope that we can have our channels whitelisted so we can just have it in the background without having to faff around and remember to do this between every map in the course of a 7-hour stream. That was a quick recap.
What that guy said.
Thanks, Slin. Oh my god.
What'd you get?
Is that the real Mr. Slin?
That was like a money. Oh my god. Still even fine.
No,
today.
it's just a first time Slin. Slin is an old TF2 fella.
Oh, that's
Hope
even
you're
better
good,
than
brother.
Money. That's even better than money.
Yeah. Memories are better than money.
Brain damage check Unter? Yeah. Yeah. That pug in a suit is just struggling. That pug in a suit says, "Come on, man." Just not looking good for you, mate. At least you look damn good. At least you look damn good struggling.
Great shout, Twisted Umbrella with a Slim B.
Oh, that pug in a suit, you're dead. Nice one, Sylvie. Fuck a rush, nice plays. Nice.
Yeah, no, I still play like semi-regularly, just like pubs and stuff, San. You know, just a chill out, shoot some stuff type game for me now.
Shades of Alpha.
Glad I'm enjoying the Overwatch. Yeah, I'm in deep, Slin. I'm in deep at this point, I think it's fair to say. But it's good.
Bit of this, bit of that, Cinnabar. Quite like this map. This map has legs.
No, they banned the legs.
No, they banned the Star Wars ad. Why is my ball dead? Because you typed ! win at the start of the race, Armedo. I
appreciate it, Slin. Wonder how many hours of Overwatch I've watched? Too many.
So many. So much Overwatch.
I think it's like there's in many ways it's quite nice that you don't have like, you know, on Steam where it can just be like, you've had this many hours in game, and then if you've got a calculator you can figure out how many days of your life that hours converts to, and then you can, you know, have a moment of self-reflection.
It's dangerous when you start being able to convert it to months and years of your life, you know.
Mate, hold on, wait, let's see. Can someone do the math for me quickly? What's 10k hours in days? Because I think it's pretty close to a year.
Yeah, that would be over a year. Be 416 days.
Yeah, that's my TF2 hours. So I've spent over a year literally in game.
Troubling.
Real troubling. Yeah. Real troubling.
We're back on.
It's like 3%. Like 3% of my life, I've been fragging in TF2.
Fragging, he reckons. Jeez.
Honestly, at this point as well, we're probably getting close to 3% of my life also watching Overwatch as well.
You are we in sync right now? 59,
59,
58.
58.
Yeah, sounds
Just
good.
works.
Yeah, it works.
All right. New Queen Street. So no second invitations needed for Milgaru to play the ball, but Jumpin's actually going to try and play for Winston here alongside Viana. Goes for an early boot Milgaru, harassing Jumpin, trying to push him off the side of the map. Jumpin's going to have to bubble defensively early, and already a back jump on the cards for Jumpin. He's having all... Yeah, the sleep, not enough to save him either. He's having a right old hard time there. Just bullied and booped around by Milgaru, and the rest of Way can walk forward, take that kill, and get a late one onto Shu as well, so this payload is moving.
Does anybody else think that Milgaru is playing quite well these past couple of months? Milgaru getting to play the Wrecking Ball. Jumpin needs no further invitation. He's going to square up in the mirror. Started the Winston. Apparently wanted to counter something else, but it's just not going to happen. Spint taking a lot of damage up on the high ground. Actually doesn't pick up the mini health pack there. And you can see Milgaru's just on his case. Going to clean up that kill. Milgaru is slept. He doesn't have the E. He's 80 health. And, you know, he might even be powered by a dream, but he's passively regenerating, and he's going to start to get some heals from Maka soon enough. So this is a really good start for Crazy Raccoon. Jumpin's being poked out as well. Milgaru on the chase. Slam comes in, catches nothing, gets slept again. Wake up, man. But Card keeps on rolling for Way. Surge. So
Gonna top up Milgaru here as well. Keep going. They're now threatening checkpoint here. Way. No ults to speak of just yet. It's actually Chorong who is again closest to this tidal blast before anything else. Aid's trying to come through this left-hand side. Milgaru is going to team up with him to force spin backwards. They are contesting for point right now, Crazy Raccoon, but this means Jumpin is occupied. It means he can't be harassing the backline.
slamming the backline onto Shu, and it's a one-bop. The two brothers get it done. Way, they've lost a little bit of car control. They swung back around the corner, but Lee Soo-min, he's slipped inside into the Mega Room. He's picked up the Mega Health Pack. Heesung, he's trying to find the kill, but he just can't get it done. And in main, Aid, Milgaru, two brothers once again getting it done. Even if Lee Soo-min would have fallen at this point, wouldn't be too big of a deal because it's a guarantee of a checkpoint at this stage. Heesung going to live behind, but Way, checkpoint in 2 minutes. Jumpin potentially staggering? No, of course, it's Jumpin.
Manages to get out, but now a beat push nearly ready to go. All the other ults Way could possibly want to throw into this as well. Shu has the nano, but it's going to be a tough one because Chorong's going to get an opening pick. That helps out. Jumpin still stalling the point. Dive into the backline from Sunjin. Just get that tidal blast going his way. Gets the kill nonetheless. Over the top now as well. Chorong in big trouble. Doesn't die though. Now Sunjin is all left at sea and Spin will be able to trade that one out. They've gained a few meters off this now Way, but they are too low on HP. They're trying to back it out, get their supports out. Spin on the hump though.
I was expecting to see Sunjin pull the blade once he received the overshield, to be honest, but now it's just a little bit of late staggers from Way. Both supports dead very late, not going to receive the close spawns, and it's going to be Crazy Raccoon posting meters. They still have 3 ultimates. They've got Nano Blade, they've got Minefield. This is dicey for them. Way felt like they really had a snowball opportunity there, but losing Aid, one of the 2 brothers that form the Brotherhood, really costing them heavy here.
Lots of ults to respond with though. Still ults available for Crazy Raccoon. Heesang's going to get forced out of this high ground here. He is supported by Chorong as they try and come through, but can't make any progress. Milgaru on the other side. Set up behind. Jumpin's going to drop the mines. Lee Soo-min is a 2-person beat only for Sunjin here, and he can't really push that minefield. Spin's just gone in with the blade. He's killed 2. He's deleted him. He's going to turn onto Milgaru as well. No way out for Sunjin in this one, and Crazy Raccoon are responding big time.
Yeah, Crazy Raccoon, I mean, they conceded the checkpoint. A minute and a half later, it looks like they're going to be the team to secure it. Sonjin, Milgaru still have these first layer ultimates. You can see no contest coming through. Minefield comes out from Milgaru. Spin's in a lot of trouble, but the counter nano is good from Shu. Now he's pressing up on the flank again. Won't find anything. Still Way have the lead by way of meters, but Spin 3 in a row. He takes down Aid again. Dash one shot. Sonjin getting aggressive now. Dashes on for the blade. Looking for a kill. He'll find one. He's looking for Shu as well, but Shu hiding on the side, so sneaky. And meanwhile, all the kills are going the way of Crazy Raccoon. Disastrous for Way.
Yeah, Spin and Heesang doing a great job here. Again, Shu manages to find a way to survive through all of this. Very similar to what we saw on Night Market, where he just finds a sort of safe position where he's got a few doors to play around, different angles, and he manages to find a way to stay alive in what is normally very hard to survive type of comps. Now, Tidal Surge ready to go again. That's going to go straight onto Heesang, looking for the follow-up here. Straight onto the backline. Sun will connect. The boop is good. Peel is great from Lee Soo-min. Saves them from that ultimate, but they conceded the lead during all of this.
Yeah, Aid and Heesung traded out one by one, but I mean, this is such a classic. Aid going down first again. Is this his first pulse bomb? He cannot seem to live. For the life of him, Marker now, he's got the Tidal Blast available. He throws it out onto Milgaru, not onto Sonjin. So Sonjin's going to go down. Lee Soo-min slept up by Shu. Shu will fall, but Spint, the cleanup crew. Aid back at it again, though, will find a kill. Jumpman slamming all the way into spawn. Pulse bomb out from Aid, does not connect, does not find the kill. Marker is the one to go down. And Crazy Raccoon, they are stealing this map away.
100 meters and counting for Crazy Raccoon. Nano and Mine's nearly ready to go as well. And you can just see them stuck on this back foot. Jumper's going to drop the mines. More meters gained. They have to slow it down. They nearly have their own minefield. You can see Maka trying to support the left-hand side here. Help Aid against his ball. But Jumper's just going to leave and swap to the other side. Slam comes through. Sunjin tries to ingress on this right-hand side. Shoot about to have this nano turn though.
Nano turn available for Crazy Raccoon, and you know these are deadly. You throw it out onto Spint. He's about to have the Nano Blade. He goes deep. He misses his initial slash. He misses his initial dash. Spint really fumbling this one. Milgaru goes for the counter slam, but actually gets caught out as a result, though. Minefield on the point is all we have to remember. Poor little Milgaru by. Marker falls as well. Aid as well. I mean, there's only 2 players left for Wei at this stage. Milgar is on respawn. Lee Soo-min with a 2-man beat, but it's not looking good for Wei. It's looking like, despite them getting those first couple of fights, despite them getting the checkpoint, this is going to be Crazy Raccoon dominating on New Queen Street, taking it home. Shu gets the final blow with the sleep dart damage. Full cap. Wow,
what a response. Yeah, all of a sudden it felt like Wei were going to make this into a real scrap of a map, you know? How many times have we seen an early lead on push ultimately be converted long term? But Crazy Raccoon, once they got going, they just didn't. After those first 2 fights they lost, they won every single one of the remaining part of the map here. Feels like what should be the weak point of Crazy Raccoon's comp in the Ana is really not that much of a weak point at all. I think the only time Shu died when they were on their sort of streak of 1 fights was when Milgaru got that Tidal Blast, which is kind of more of an understandable or reasonable death in that situation. But they just can't seem to get close to him.
Oh. Back over to the Japanese broadcast for fear of a Star Wars advertisement scrolling through and taking away 4 to 5 hours of hard labor. Essentially the equivalent of being in the salt mines as far as I'm concerned. This is like a very Frogger-coded viewer name, Wogsy. Oh, Bunnykins is in the race. Is this really only $12 for all this, Bunnykins? Someone was saying that they're thinking of spending 20 euros. Yes, only $12. God knows what was costing 20 euros. God only knows. Who's to say what that must have entailed? Tariffs? Ah, yes, of course. Marbles is an American game.
Oh, wait. Herman with an update. Spent it, but I'm waiting to use it all. Okay.
My, oh my. Marbles is such a streaming cheat code. Genuinely, I don't know where I would be without Marbles on stream. As soon as I started streaming on YouTube and I wasn't able to watch other people's YouTube videos between the maps, if I hadn't done Marbles, I might have had to quit. It's a rotating shop. You have to lock in. Oh, okay. So you actually need to find a bargain. You need to be a little bit of a bargain hunter in order to get yourself a good. Yeah, I understand now.
Crude in the marketplace.
Oh yes, was Trump alive in the end? I haven't heard any news of Trump being dead today.
I feel like he was alive. Any pulse checkers?
Is Trump sick? Trump pictured heading to play golf after baseless viral death speculation. Trump seen heading to play gold after online death rumors. That's the second top story on Google search, so fantastic.
To play gold?
Yeah, gold. Not golf. What is Trump's vein condition and how serious is it? Yeah, great. He was seen golfing.
Baseless? Yeah, baseless.
There was no basis.
It's actually so Trump core to just come out after a load of reasonable speculation and just say, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you'd even think that."
Yeah, just a classic liberal.
Yes, seems like a load of nonsense to me.
Oh, can we get a MAGA check where somebody makes the hat 3-dimensional and makes it rotate on the hat? That would be insane. I think MAGA check if that was possible. If anybody has a background in animation, like, why is there a fake in? I don't like that fake one. No, that's a definite remove. That was added by Sloan Cameron for sure. Goodbye, fake.
What evidence was there for being dying dead? He just went missing for 3 days and a lot of cancelled appointments. So people asked the question of, I mean, the dead was hyperbole. But normally what would happen, like if I went missing for 3 days...
We're talking like a church boy
and
right
I came,
now is what you are, Xavier.
And I... and I came back, people might go, "Oh, where were you for these last 3 days?" And then I would say something like, "Oh, I was busy doing X or doing Y." But if I came back after being away for 3 days and Max asked me where I was, and I was like, "I don't know why you'd start on this baseless speculation about me not being here, Max," it would seem almost more suspicious. Thank you, Harak, for the 5 months.
This is a real struggle of a run, Bunnykins. Like, you cannot get out of this rut. Did you just link the same AGA check again? Like,
I go missing almost every week for 4 days. Yeah, why have... Yeah, actually, do you guys care about Trump more than you care about me? Because Trump goes missing for 3 days, and there's headline news. I go missing for almost 3 weeks, and no such inquiries.
nice try, Bunnykins. Are there any interesting games? I thought today's games were going to be interesting. I was wrong. I was completely
This was
wrong.
the premier interesting game. There was like a chance for Zeta Old Ocean to be a scary one for Zeta again, but no scariness.
Yeah,
I thought this could have been like a cool showdown, maybe, of like 2 teams on good comps for them, but Crazy Raccoon is night and day at the moment.
I thought today was going to be like a big long stream for me, but I'm low-key feeling like when this game ends, I might actually not keep streaming after the game's end today. I've been doing a little bit of like bonus time after every game so far. Does Commander X have a feat finder asking for a friend? Davi?
No, not that I'm aware of. Is that one of those websites where you post like celebrity feat?
Celebrity. I don't know about celebrity, but
Just all sorts of feat.
just feat. Pipe Garfield Connoisseur,
No,
thank you very much for the 6 months of Prime. Many are saying this. Many have been saying this. Let's watch Pipe Garfield. But yeah, I don't know. If this is a 3-0 and it's like over at 10 PM, I feel like I might just put a fork in it.
Yeah, well, it kind of feels like it feels like it's just going to be a quick day.
Yeah.
We're just going to another ball map now. Again, maybe on paper a slightly harder one for Viana. Tracer ban as well. We'll see how this shifts them around. Surprised we've not seen Taejong during any of this as well. Like, Aid looked pretty good on the Tracer yesterday, but now paired up or matched up against the Crazy Raccoon suddenly does feel completely out of depth, really, compared to the rest of players in the server. So it is going to be Kiri, Wu Yang for Wei, Venture, Genji as well. He's going to lean into the Reaper spin stick in the Genji here.
Spent still on what is very much his comfort pick, it feels like. Oh, I'm listening to the Japan broadcast, that's why I'm so confused. Be quiet, Japan, welcome back. There we go. Spint dashes in now. Wave comes out from marker, but Wave, they're very much boxed into a corner. They need to be very careful about this next slam turn from Jumbin. Could be disastrous. No shift available for Heesung. No slam comes out from Milgari, but he's slept. He's naded. He's taking all the CC in the world. TP onto the spot for Heesung. He's so low. He actually will go down to the wave of marker, and Wave, they might have actually survived this one.
Player advantage now, chance to keep pushing it on the next timing from their ball, but they're going to prioritize point first, get that one. Shu's going to have a little peek. Deflect comes out, Spin trying to mark Sunjun. He avoids for Nadefo and dashes back, and now onto the backline. Milgara can confirm that one. Spin's going to find one trade, but it's not enough. They can focus down Heesang here, and you do feel in all of this chaos, the Reaper might be a bit of a liability sometimes, but Crazy Raccoon not completely out of it yet, but with that HP gap and the Mega Steal, Jumbin's going to have to reset here.
Yeah, jumping, resetting, Wei in control. Hey, if you wanted a series, at least we've got ourselves a first fight win for Wei that hasn't completely fallen apart 2 seconds later. TP on for Heesang, but he's been marked already, and that's good news for the Wei heads as well. Not such good news for the Wei heads is the fact that Aid has been pre-fighted. A Shu once again produces a miracle from nothing. Jumpin goes for the slam. Shu has the nano boost. He does have Jumpin in his sights, so there's no chance of a magic pick here, but Marker pops that rush, and that is going to go on to Shu. Shu self-nades, gets the counter blast from Chirong, and that means that both are just going to be completely nullified. Neither Wu Yang are getting any value. Nano boost onto Spin now, and again he's spinting in everybody's mouth. One shot on Lee Soo Min, catches Marker as well. Aid falls in the mix, and Milgar's minefield is for naught because can't stop Spins. Hello, Lozy Guru.
Shu deals with Sunjin late as well, and this will just be clean up. Crazy Raccoon getting themselves on point, taking a bit of mind damage for some extra ult charge for Shu. Really well played by the Crazy Raccoon backline to survive all of that. Felt like Sunjin was destined to get a kill in that situation. But the peel's really good, and now they have to play retake. It's going to be Blade versus Blade. He sang with a Blossom to throw in as well, but I feel like Blossom, such a hard ult to actually get off in these situations.
Yeah, very difficult ultimate unless you catch out an unawares backliner. But really, with Lee Soo-min and Marker both playing rather mobile characters, we are sort of in a position where that's disgusting, every character for Wei is incredibly mobile. Dash forced out of Spin, but he still has the deflect, so you don't really want to chase him with the Blade. Slam comes out onto Marker, and he just disappears. Now Sonjin pulls the Blade, but Blade also comes out for Spint, and again, it is a Spint in mouth situation. 2 for 2 trades right now, but Aid is comically low, hysterically even. Junbin will clean up that kill. 1 player advantage for Crazy Raccoon. Health bars for Wei dwindling.
Going to be a tough recontest here if they want to go for it as well. Might be on Sunjin to try and find the touch. He's going to dash in for an attempt here. Forces Spin back. They can maybe go for it and Milgaru can arrive late. But Jonkin's going to make this touch really awkward for them.
Yeah, already you can see Jumpman contesting Aid. First tap is secured by Sonjin. Sonjin's dueling with Heesung on the point, but he loses his nerve, dashes away. Up on the high ground is Milgaru. He's good for another touch. Wei, they need to keep staggering onto the point, though. You can see Aid on the flank. He's been marked out by Shu. Nade connects. Marker goes down. Lee Soo-min has to TP away from danger as well. Aid is on Shu's case, but he cannot close out the kill. And with Heesung closing out onto Sonjin, I think there's just no chance here for Wei.
Aid comically low again. He's going to clean up a couple of these plays on point. Milgaru, one more touch, but he's going to give it up now. They have to concede for first point, and Crazy Raccoon are going to have both support ops ready to go into this next one as well. Expect that for probably to go Spint's way with the Tidal Blast, maybe to start it as well, or even the Nano. Lots of good options for Crazy Raccoon. Wait, lots of ults coming up as well, but it just seems to be a big difference now. Now, Shu is able to survive so well in these situations in what should be a very difficult matchup.
I mean, Shu is quite literally John Arna, so he just gets away with it every single time. He is the best to ever do it. Jumpin looks to have boot Marker off the map, which is not an ideal start for Wei. They're already down 1 flashpoint. They're already down 2 maps in this series, and now they're losing Marker to the environment, so not looking good at all. Sonjin's actually traded Shu.
Trade.
The best to ever do it will go down, and Aid, now he's ready to commit. He pops the Tectonic Shock. He bursts out onto the point. He's up on the high ground looking for Heesung as well. 1 volley, 2, catches Spint. With nobody to Spint in my mouth, I'm not sure how this fight's going to go. Heesung receives the blast. He TPs on a Marker. He pops the Blossom as well, but Sonjin with the deflect catches another one. Wei get the flip with Lee Soo-min throwing down the rush on the point, Zabby.
Now, Kitsune Rush will see Crazy Raccoon just choose to disengage that in the end. So, pretty good ult trade actually for Wei. Used for 2 there in exchange for 2, and they get the flip. Nano, Blade, Mines available. Jumper's going to start this one early. Counter Mines coming out from Milgaru here. Takes a chunk of damage. Blade in play already for Sunjin if he can find the setup. Shu is close on the left here, but he gets naded. Sunjin can't pull the Blade. He has to try and play to live. Good peel comes in. Now he can pull it. Looking for Shu right now. Sleep is going to be avoided. Lines that one up. Now coming through 2 for Sunjin here. And that's going to be a fight conversion probably, but they have lost Maka late here.
Oh, Sonjin, we did that. 2-player lead for Wei right now, but they need to be so careful. You can't count out Spint. He pulls the Blade. He receives the Suzu. 54 HP, but he will take down Aid. And Crazy Raccoon, they're going to stagger right back into this one. They're going to have players in the fight in no time at all. Aggression from Wei up in main, not converting any kills as of yet. Heesung looking a little low. Chirong, a bit worse for Wei as well, but Jumpin, he transfers the shields, and it's Milgaru to go down as Shu hits the sleep again. Spint dashes into a wall, gets caught out, but Heesung with another kill. Sonjin not letting it go. 2 for 2 trades. Wei have control. Marker takes down Heesung. Now it's a 3 versus 2. Sonjin dashes onto Shu, but Shu, a little bit too slippery, escapes around the corner. Not going to be much impact as of yet right now as Jumbin, tethered to the ground, is just rolling around. They try to contest Shu. They chase him down. He hits a massive nade, but the body block from Mir Gizzy is good and way even up the scoreline 1-1.
Great point for Wave there. Got lots of good value out of their ultimates. Really nice blade. And now, a chance for a bit of a stagger here if they can find it. Chorong's going to take a lot of pressure. Has to drop that Wave. Heesang's been boot back in as well, so he can raid for Wave, but the chase is on. Deflect from Spint to try and help his team out of there. But they can keep moving over to this point if they want to keep going. Both DPS low on cooldowns, but Wave just going to back it up, reset on the point.
Where are you going to reset now? Milgari, he's got the minefield aid. Scrapping it out with Jumbin on the point. A rare unforced error from Jumbin on the wheel. He's actually going to go down first. Suzu forced out of Lee Soo-min. Shu with those nades. He's always so good for it. But again, Wave got the player advantage. That was actually Chorong's title blast in the mix as well. But Sonjin goes down. 4v5. Come on now. Wave popped the tectonic shock. They're going to catch Spint. Huge angle for aid, but he's not going to greet it. Heesung TP's over to the point. He's so low, but Lee Soo-min, a case of TBNT, catches absolutely nothing. Now the spin on the point from Heesung, and somehow this is slipping through Wei's fingers. Come on now.
Looks destined to win that one after the early pick. He's going to get onto point though. They don't want to give it up yet. Heesang TP's onto the backline. Sunjin tries to respond to that. Orbs coming out. They're still juggling the touch. Tidal Blast comes through.
Ew.
Sunjin looking for it. Has the blade as well. Easy stun. Tries to avoid for Nano and Spint hunts down that kill. Aid is still stalling it out and Milgaro is now back. They have to avoid this Nano boosted Reaper. Jumpin's killed Lee Soo-min in the back. Aid and Milgaro going to go for it. Trying to find his kills. 12 HP. Milgaro just managed to get it through, but he's pushed away and Crazy Raccoon get the first flip.
Valiant effort there from Spin, trying to deflect poor young Shu. Unfortunately, Milgaru can bend his bullets like Beckham, so he gets him around the deflect, finds that kill. Wei can't be letting that one go. Sonjin, he had the blade, he had the tidal blast to back him up, but unfortunately, he went a little bit too hard on instinct. Spin just pulled the blade forward. He's going for gold. He's 50 HP. Shield transfer, not enough to save him either, so Spin, he's spat in his own mouth, apparently. Wei now coming in on the flank. Heesang's hiding, looking for a trade. He TP's forward. He's been caught by this one, but again, Lee Soo-min misses a couple of headshots on a stationary target this time. TP's on, drops the rush on the point, buckling beyond belief right now as Jumbin's rolling around, keeping the cap in tow. Aid up on the high ground, cannot get the conversion. Heesang's going to take down Sonjin from this high ground angle. Again, Aid tries to get up there, but Heesung, he cannot be displaced. He finds 2, 3 kills. Can we get a 4th? As Heesung, an outrageous carry. The Reaper on top of the pillar, being delivered kill after kill.
I mean, you would think normally a Reaper TP's into that position, you got to worry about it, but surely Reaper can't kill anyone at that range, but they all fly into him to try and punish him, and Heesang's just going to deliver double pocket and looking good. Crazy Raccoon take the lead and are now 1 round from closing out the series as we move over onto this next point. Milgaru's already set up at the choke, nearly with that minefield ready to go, but Crazy Raccoon, they've got the minefield, they've got a Blossom and a Tidal Surge all to throw into this one as well.
Yeah, it was a hideously ugly fight there for poor Wei. Slam comes out from Milgaru now in the choke. He's got the minefield. Heesung's already forced to use to shift him back up. Junman looks to have used his own minefield. Tidal Blast onto Spint, and he's going to chase down Sonjin, kill Sonjin, get the reset, and then carry the blast over to Marker, take him down. Spint in my mouth. Once again in the chat. I can only assume that's what we're going to be filled with. 1 trade onto Spint, actually, so Wei, a chance for them to turn this one if Milgaru can find some value with the minefield. But Lee Soo-min on the run, goes down to Jumbin, and Wei surely going to let this one go.
Milgaru's going to be forced to reset here. Jumbin looking for a bit of a chase if they can, but it's going to have to be retake overall. DPS ults and the minefield soon for Wei. Also, that Tidal Blast ready for Maka. Shoot, they have the Nano, they have the Blossom. These, especially the Blossom, one of the more tricky ults to get. Maybe you can just use it to clear the minefield in some of these situations as the balls are battling it out here away from the point. Sunjin has just got himself on the point though, wants to force the fight, put it back to the objective. Eyes all over Shu now. Nade comes out, doesn't find anything, down to half HP. Tectonic shock over the top, looking for the backline, but Spin trades that one. Now Lee Soo-min very low, but kills Heesang, shuts down that Blossom. Now coming through for more the stun, but defensive Nano is good. Now Spin can turn it around all over the backline.
Spint on it, Xavier.
Kill. Pocket comes through. He nearly has the blade ready to go. Suzu comes out, but Spint, no. He can't Spint on it in the end. They're holding on. They still don't have control of a point, though, Wei. They have to keep fighting, but Jumbin is going to stall this one out for a long time.
Oh, poor little Spint. He couldn't quite get his highlight reel moment there, but still, Wei have not capped the point. They still haven't won the fight. Slam, a rare miss from Jumbin. Kitsune rush on the point, but Aid is down. Milgaru is so low. He's been slept. He's been naded. He's got a sliver of HP. Sonjin pulls the blade. It's already a 3v5. Sonjin good for 1. He takes down Shu. Can he find any more? Blade pulled by Spint in the wings. He will find a kill. 2 for Sonjin, though.
Sonjin's got 2.
Potentially winnable. Aids coming back on Sombra. Rarely do you see the Aid Sombra recontest finding value. Lee Min has fallen. It's Sonjin versus the world. Milgaru and Aid, the 2 brothers, the only men left standing as they both stagger on. Aid's being camped off the point, and Crazy Raccoon, they're going to take this series 3-0. Ad break coming your way.
Yeah, a much more impressive showing from Wei. Felt way more competitive than the previous ones. Ultimately, this is very much a comfort zone for Crazy Raccoon in this type of comp. Plenty of clutch plays from Shu throughout all of this as well. He sang looking the part, even on the Reaper. And really feels like if this is the direction the meta stays in, Crazy Raccoon might just be laughing their way to another domestic title, honestly. Aid maybe the big sort of standout in the wrong ways here. Felt like he was the quietest of all the DPS we saw.
Thanks for watching on YouTube, everybody. I'm going to cut the stream on YouTube, and I'm going to try and snip out that nasty little copyrighted segment of a Star Wars ad. See if I can do that before my ad revenue gets cut. I'm going to keep streaming on Twitch for a little bit, maybe an hour, hour and a half. But yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube if you did. Parasocial bullshit fist bump. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow and every day thereafter.
Every day?
Seriously, me. Every day.
Thereafter?
People should congratulate me for it before I do it as well.